Self a voice, and we're gonna have big face. Oh, you don't have a hat! Oh my god! Okay. Yeah, we're fine. I Trina. People almost saw you like with no hat on. It didn't happen. Definitely a new hat. So hi! Hi, beautiful people. Welcome on today of DevTalk. We're gonna have Stefan Gagne with us, or you can pronounce it in French if you're Anto and say Stefan Gagne, which is our way of saying it usually, but we have a new way of saying it. So we're gonna embrace it. You're gonna embrace it. I know you don't! I know you don't. Oh, yeah. I know, but sometimes, like, there's people that have, like, more difficult name to pronounce, and I want to be able to pronounce them right. I am able to pronounce Stefan Gagne. It's not usual for my mouth because I'm reading it in French, but I am able to do it, so I'm gonna try to do it. Oh, we can't hear you. Trina is saying that we can't hear you. Wait a minute. It's a me. It's a me problem. I need to find a way. Thank you indeed. So how do I do that? I'm gonna, oh, I know why. I think I know why. Let's make that work. I think it's because I have the cam, and if I open it again, do you want to talk? Yes, would you like to do it? It's a good question. Are we hearing Stefan? Is it a thing? Oh, Justina saying that I'm not seeing you. Why is it not working? Oh, is it just me that we're hearing and we're not hearing anyone else? Although, can't we try to talk? It's not working! I am the only one existing here. Why? What did I do? Oh! I am soloing that thing. Okay, I need to find sound. Oh no. Yeah, but we need to look at this later on, boys. Wait, hold on. I have like a full screenshot of that. No, we're waiting for the sound. You need. Why do I have no sound? Why? What's happening? Why is it happening? Yeah, it's not. But I didn't change anything, and we're not picking up Discord. There's only me here. There is no one else. I'm talking to myself. Is it? Oh. So if I hey okay, I'm gonna go hide in a hole. I'm gonna hide in a hole and let you handle that thing. No, it's not. It's not. It's not working. Still, we're not hearing you. Still, I'm still alone. I'm still alone. It is a lie. I am. What's happening? Why aren't we? There is just literally no Discord on my volume mixer. Discord is not open. Apparently. What's up? Okay, I'm gonna close Discord and I'll be back. Okay. So, creating chaos. I'll be back. Let's... How do I close? That is so French of us. So... No, I'm still not hearing you. I am hearing you, but I am not hearing you. Yeah. OBS is refusing. So I'm gonna do it on my own. I'm gonna do audio output capture. I'm gonna go Discord. I'm gonna go manually with that thing. I want to hear. If I do that like this, it's not working. Why is it not working? That's so weird. It never did that before. I promise, we do that every week. Every week it's working, but not today. Because I needed to have an issue at some point, somewhere over the rainbow. I want audio. I want audio from Discord, please. No, cancel that. That's not what I want. We did not understand ourselves properly. It's there. Why isn't it picking up? Maybe I did anger a strange old woman living in a swamp. Maybe I did that. Maybe. I don't remember everything I did and every woman I anger. So maybe I did that. Vegan goat. Okay, yeah, I'm not reading. I'm focusing on what I'm doing. Okay, capture. I don't want to capture anything. I want sound. Why don't I have sound? What's the issue with that? What's happening? What is happening? Why? Why is it a thing? Why is it a thing? Yes, I can. Yes, it is. But maybe if I do that like this, am I picking up? Ooh, yes, I am. No, it's not. Am I? Do you want talk again?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
yes! 3, 1, 2, 3. Victory! Can
Are we good? Are we good?
Yes! Thank you. Thank you for your patience, all. I am Jess. I'm Confusion. I do that. I handle the technical side. I don't know what I'm doing. We don't know why I'm the one doing that, but yeah, I'm in charge. So, hi again.
I feel like every time that happens, I have to like remotely explain to you how to disarm a bomb. It's like super stressful, high level stuff. You know?
It's
Thank
basically
you.
around and keep talking or everybody explodes.
Yeah.
Thank you for your patience, all, and Stefan, thank you for understanding, and thank you for listening to me talk to myself for a while. Now we are three of us. It's not just me
Quite all
alone.
right.
We did like the people hear you talk
Yeah.
when we were at Be Right Back? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That what.
I did not mute myself. I embraced my confusion and the fact
It's
that I was
totally
not
fine.
handling it well.
Entertainment has no limits.
Oh, so we're back.
Nothing is more entertainment than device driver contacts. Yes, I will always make a joke when you're sipping from your mug. Get used to it.
Oh, thank you for being there. You're going to be so fun tonight. It's going to be a nice one. Really
Never
excited.
entertain.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to not like snort coffee. Huh.
So, today on DevTalk, I'm not even gonna try, and I'm gonna directly throw like the baggage to Stefan, and I'm gonna say, "Did you want to introduce yourself?"
Certainly. My name is Stefan Gagne. I am a ditto pretending to be human. I am trying to be an okay he/him on the internet. I am a asexual, aromantic, disabled triple whammy game developer. I am retired. I am relatively boring, and I am also the head writer / social media manager / website manager / programmer for Fiction Factory Games.
I refuse that unfunny thingy. I refuse. I do not agree. That's false. I've already so read of like laughing, so I do not agree with that. But everything else you can decide. So I don't know how to start because when nobody was hearing, there was like a talk about Star Trek, and now I already want to throw us like directly in what I was playing earlier today. Because usually I don't play the game of the guests that we have because the goal is kind of like to know as little as possible to be able to ask questions and be surprised for real. But I've played Laugh Track, and I'm gonna just go for transition.
Ooh, transition.
Oh, I broke everything.
Yeah, of course. I was like, that's for sure. It's not gonna work.
It's never working. So there's no really there's no face. But the game, you can look at the game while Otto is speaking or Stefan is speaking, and I place our face in the little corner. That's gonna be
So
today.
yeah. So that's Laugh Track. All right. So I'm gonna take.
Please pitch, not your game.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Laugh Track
there we
is
go. Go ahead, Stefan.
a sitcom from arguably literal hell. It is Saved by the Bell crossed with the play No Exit. It is you as the head writer for a wacky teen sitcom, except you are actually part of a malevolent interdimensional eldritch entity called management, basically putting these kids through torture. Emotional torture, psychological torture, take your pick, through all these wacky sitcom shenanigans. Management wants you to keep the ratings nice and high, but if you make them too high, everybody's going to start having panic attacks, and then the entire show is going to collapse. If you want to rebel against management and get the ratings low, you can do that, but if they're too low, then they're just going to rebel against you, and then everything collapses. So you have to dance this weird little line in the middle. While other forces pushing in from outside all of this situation are also asking you to keep the ratings high and low for their own reasons. And that is where you are. You have to guide the flow of the plot, making decisions, deciding what sorts of things go down in terms like how does this situation amusingly fail in a way that causes drama. And each time you make those decisions, you earn or lose ratings points. And by the end of the show, by the end of all 8 episodes, well, are you going to be high, low, or option C?
Yeah! Option C! Option C! Option C! Because I've reached the possibility of option C, but I'm not going to talk about it. But I'm going to scream option C. Without knowing if it's the right call.
I know my audience. They're always going to go for option C. So so I took that into account.
It's so many questions. Because to be fair, I am your audience. I am. Like,
Indeed.
I am a lefty. Like, for real, a lot. And I was really excited because the concept is really cool. And then I went in and I was like, oh, ooh. It's not, it felt like it was not as easy and like fan service for the lefties as I thought it would be.
Yeah, this is an unabashedly political game.
It is. It is. But I feel like they're more, I don't know, maybe it's me trying to like make something else out of it, but I felt like there are more nuances and they're more like spotlights on the fact that at the end of the day we're all shrewd. And it's not just about making the right or the wrong decision, because I don't know who I can trust when I'm talking to them. I don't know who I can trust. I don't know if I'm making the right decision. If I don't know if I should make a decision, why am I in charge here? Why should I decide of the fate of anyone, as little as that group or as big as everyone? So there's so many questions. It's brilliant. I liked it. I felt like it was deeper than what I was looking at first sight, but maybe it's me like going too deep too. It might be the case too. I don't know. You're the one knowing.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Hang on a minute. My mouse is frozen.
It's everything is broken on my side. Take all of the time that you want.
Moon phase.
Where is Maven to talk to us about it? That it's that the fault of the moon.
There we go. My push to talk keybind stopped working.
Oh, that's not kind.
Yeah, which probably meant a lot of background noise getting in. But
it's perfect.
So, in my experience as a designer of this particular genre, visual novels, which are a genre that's basically based on dialogue and making choices.
Yes.
If at any point the choice is obvious, you haven't done a good job as a designer.
Oh, true.
Because you want to be able to throw ambiguity, you want to be able to throw equal weight behind your options. You want the player not to feel like, well, of these three things that are being presented to me, obviously this one is correct, so I will pick that. Because if you do that, no one's going to pick the other two, and you may as well have not written those branches.
Yeah.
So as my career went on, as I started moving from game to game to game, I got better at trying to balance those situations where there is no obvious right answer. But it's not that there's right answers and wrong answers. It's that these are all different expressions of essentially the same thing, and you always move forward. Because there's a lot of visual novels where they throw a couple answers at you. It's not clear which one is right or wrong. And if you hit the wrong one, you're just going to get a game over and you have to start over. I don't do that. My games, you always move forward. You don't go down some wrong path and then just lose the game, because I feel that breaks trust with the player. That makes them a little bit more paranoid. They're like, I don't know if I trust this designer not to throw a landmine my way if I go this route, so therefore I'm going to take the safest option I possibly can, where I try to make everybody happy and nothing risky ever happens. You don't want that. That ruins your game. That's like, it railroads people down the safest, most goody path, and they will never touch 2/3 of your content. So yeah, when I was designing the choices in Laugh Track, I wanted to give them all equal weight wherever possible.
It's really greatly done. For real, I am the kind of person who, if I can, I'm gonna save before every conversation I have, because I want to make sure that if it's not the right thing, or if it's not like the word that I wanted to choose, because sometimes you just have like a couple of words and it's saying something completely different. So I am the paranoid, like, kind of guy when I'm going to choose.
From Mass Effect.
Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. I'm gonna.
So the interesting thing is that, at least for Laugh Track, and as well for some of the other games I've made, there's a rollback feature.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally a button on the screen for rewind. So if you ever hit a choice, you're like, ooh, I do not like the results of what I just picked. You just roll back and do another one. So you don't need to drop saves every time. But I still see folks dropping saves every time, because it's like, it's an ingrained gamer instinct. It's just like, you bind quick save to left mouse button and quick load to right mouse button for some of these games.
But I've tried, because I was questioning myself. if I answer something, is it all gonna be the same? Because sometimes like I'm being blocked by the management, and they're like, no, hold on, you cannot choose that much what you're gonna do. But and I was trying it out. I was answering, and then I roll back and I choose the other one, and I was like, no, I like it because I can choose whatever I want, and I'm not gonna feel the consequence of it. I'm gonna feel like I go forward, but I'm not gonna feel like I did a mistake, but they're still different. At the end of the day, I don't know how different the outcome is, but it feels like there is one. And that's the most important part. I feel like I have, for real, like I'm handling it and I'm choosing, and it's making something different. I really love the way you've made those choices, and the way that I don't have to follow a pattern like be nice or be unkind. And so I was thinking that every time that I was gonna have to choose between the rating and not the rating, it was gonna be like a nice choice and then a bad choice. And then I arrived at like the second episode, and I was like, no, that's not the case. It's not.
Yeah, it varies. That's about right and wrong, and it's more about the ratings opportunities are more about drama and stability. It's like, is it emotional stability? Is it security? Is it playing it safe? That's the low ratings. If it's showing mercy, that's the low ratings. Yeah. The high ratings is always the more off the wall, this will cause drama, this will cause laughter, this will cause pain type options. So yeah, it's not just straight black and white. It's that one set is like red, white, and blue, and the other side is yellow, green, and purple. Yeah. It's like there's a whole bunch of different flavors to each of them. And that's just a basic one-way, other-way branch. There are branches that go like farther than that. But I follow the model BioWare used to follow for their games, which is you expand and you collapse. It's that, like, you give somebody like a branch, so say 3 different branches, okay? You go down those 3 different branches for a ways, and then it collapses back into one path. But it remembers which one you picked in case it needs to refer to that later. And that's a much more efficient way of doing these branching narratives. People think, when they look at visual novels, sometimes they think, oh, it's like a giant tree. You know, like every single time you make a branch, you're down some completely unique timeline only you will see. No, that way lies madness. That way lies incredible amounts of development costs. You can't just branch the entire timeline.
Yep. Every
single time you make a choice. You'll be writing and writing and writing for years for something that somebody consumes in minutes.
Yep.
So that's why the expand collapse works, because you can still remember what they picked, and it can still have a long-term consequence, but it might just be a couple of lines that are different. It might even just be for flavor, just for a little bit of interactivity. But it makes things a little more straightforward for both the player and the developer.
It is brilliantly made. I really love the way you've handled it.
It's brilliantly said.
Yeah.
I would just like, Jesus, I'm learning.
Well, I've had a lot of years to think about this. I mean, I've been doing visual novels for close to 10 years at this point, and I've had a lot of experience the hard way. Like my very first game, Arcade Spirits, I felt like I did not do a great job on the choice design for that game. Like people love that game, and justifiably, but way too often it was so easy to pick the answer with the little green heart next to it, because that was the empathic, compassionate response, and it never backfires on you. Mm-hmm. It's always what the other person wants to hear. It will always help you, or at least not hurt you. It's the kindly meta, as I called it. And I've been trying to fight back against that ever since, because I want to make sure I'm presenting interesting choices, not obvious choices.
It's the same way in Mass Effect, where if you choose up, you're going to be a Paragon. If you choose down, you're going to be a Renegade. But there's like no really middle ground. You're choosing, am I good or am I bad? But it's so much more nuances. I like the fact that it's so nuances. It's really, really cool. And it's so funny. It's so funny. I don't laugh out loud when playing game that often. And I know it's a game, like, I'm the public for the game, of course, but it's funny. The way you're using word, and I'm gonna go for the page that I took and I sent him because he's a Trekkie, and he talked to me about that sentence like not so long ago, like a couple of days ago. So when I upped on the game and that arrived, and I was like, Otto! Look! It is! So just,
this game was really an opportunity for me to flex my humor writing. I mean, not every joke lands, but I tried to make sure there's a ton in there, and that there's a lot of back and forth wordplay, and a lot of setup and punchline, a lot of long-term running jokes. It's like, I've always enjoyed writing comedy, even when it's also incredibly intense and dramatic at times, because this game is not all laughs. It's like this is a game is a lot of pain, but even then, it's a sitcom. It should still be funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got to really enjoy writing that stuff.
That's yeah. From what I've seen, it's brilliantly written.
It is.
And yeah, props to the ref that I'm not sure that many people caught, but this
I felt really proud.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
Yeah.
more of a Trekkie, but I'm not. I've started watching Star Trek because of him. So I was really excited that I was understanding where it was
I mean,
coming
the first
from.
time that you heard that line said was not even from the like OG way that it was said. It was like Quark in DS9,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, but it's a joke. It's a joke on the First Contact movie. You need to like, it's funny. It's
Hang
funny
on, hang
because
on. Which joke are we talking about?
The line must be drawn here, this far, and no further.
Oh yeah, the First Contact, like the Picard's rant. That was like, and I even threw in like Gandalf's "None shall pass."
Yes.
there we go. That's yeah.
Yeah, and the humor juxtaposed that immediately after she does, the line must be drawn here, no further. So I went like, hey, can I get by? And she's like, oh, sure. It's like, you do the setup and then the takedown.
And the fact that, like, there's self-awareness and there is not self-awareness sometimes. You've brilliantly made that. I haven't played any of your other game. To be fair, I found you because I was looking at, like, hidden gem, like true hidden gem. Not like hidden gem that so many people have reviewed on Steam, but like people that really liked games. And I found a Reddit that was like having smaller game, and one of yours was in it. And I reached out to you because of that. And then you've released like Laugh Track like a couple of days after, and I didn't know anything. So now I want to know, because I've understood that it's kind of old lore. So what you're finding in that game, there's like from other games, so you can enjoy it as a solo thing, but you can enjoy it even more because you have all of those other Easter eggs. And people should go play Laugh Track. It's free. You don't have any reason to not do it. It's really cool. It's really funny. It's really written. You can give donation too if you can, if you're able to. It will be really nice because a lot of work went into that, but it's free. So, and don't forget to review. It's on my to-do list.
Quality-wise,
Yeah.
I was looking for the price of it because it doesn't vibe as a free game.
No.
It vibes as a
There's no
truly
reason for that.
and I want to talk about it at some point.
Basically, I've decided that like my games are just gonna be free releases from now on. I'm gonna keep the budgets lean and mean, and I'm just gonna do it for the love of the game, because I know that like honestly these things don't sell well. Let me be honest about this. My previous commercial game, Penny Larceny, Gig Economy Supervillain.
Yes.
That game was a $55,000 budget game. It had this great custom soundtrack. It had a marketing campaign. It had all this stuff. It has tanked. It made next to nothing. And it was clear even before, like months before it was going to be released, because nobody was wishlisting it, and it just was no interest. And the marketing company that I had hired basically lit a pile of money on fire and did nothing with it.
Yeah.
That this was going to bomb. And I was like mourning that game even before it came out, because I knew it was going to just drop. And so after that point, I was like, well, what am I going to do for the next game? What am I going to do? Am I going to seek a publisher? Because I tried to self-publish that one and that flopped. And I decided, you know what? I don't care if it's a success anymore. I don't care if it's profitable. I don't care. I just want to make these games. So I'm just going to do them. I'm going to make them smaller than that one, obviously, because that was a little bit nuts. But I am going to just make them and release them because I'm old. I'm retired. I just want to do this.
And
This
you're
is my
doing
retirement
great.
gift to myself, is that I'm just using what I've got to make games and put them out there, because I know that there are several currencies whenever anyone's considering playing a game. There's money, that's one of them. I've just made it free, done. There's awareness, that one's almost impossible to get these days because of the discoverability problem. And there's time, just having the time to play it. So I thought, well, if I could at least knock out one of those currencies, then maybe it'll if not take off, at least it'll find some folks who want to play it, and that's all I honestly care about.
All of your skills and everything that you've probably learned through the years, and usually we start with like origin story and we went like far away from that, but we're gonna go back to it. But everything shows. I was opening the menu with option and I was like, the gibberish, the fact that they talk another language is saving probably so much on the voice acting, but the voice acting you do have in is nice.
Yep. It helps that, like, I've got good relationships with folks who have streamed my previous games, because I know streamers have audio equipment.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of them are interested in doing voice acting. I've heard them voice act my games on stream. So it's like, I'd say, like, hey, do you want to get involved in the next project? I try to make sure that I'm casting representatively, but I know a whole wide range of people, so that's not too difficult. And as a result, I'm able to get some good folks in. And the gibberish is actually an interesting technical solution, because it's a game called Laugh Track.
Yeah.
That means after the jokes, there should be a little bit of laughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you do in order to have the laughter hit at the right time at the end of the line? Well, it can't just be silent and then you get a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something. And I was like, I can use a little retro beeping sound effect that's pretty normal. But I was like, but wait a minute. What if I, like, recorded some gibberish, chopped it all up, fed it out randomly, had it pause whenever there's a period, have it pause whenever there's a comma, so it feels like they're actually saying the line. And then once the line is completed, then you hit it with a laugh.
It's so well done. It's so well done. I'm guessing that there is something that is being said. Pizza and is it donuts for everyone?
Yeah, I would.
Or bagel. Or bagel. No, it's gonna be pizza bagel for pizza everyone, bagel. And it's from Frequency Ash. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew it was something I was not getting.
There's a crossover there. We have in Spiral. We have a pizza god. So
pizza everything. I agree with that. Where is it from? I want to know these Easter eggs.
Arcade Spirits and Arcade Spirits The New Challengers had kind of a running gag about the, when pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime line. That, like, there's this little AI app in your phone, this is before AI sucked, called Iris, and she was sponsored by Pizza Yums. And therefore, while she was helping you with the story, because she was your little constant companion through the story, she would keep trying to encourage you to eat pizza bagels. And it was basically this running gag that was through both games. Everybody loved it. And it just escalated and escalated as the games went on. So it's outlived even the games. Like, pizza bagels have popped up in pretty much every game I've done so far.
Oh, nice. I love your community. I was going through the review on Steam, and there's literally like people that really love your game, and they're like referencing other games. So it's people that are coming like for one to the other, and they're really cool. I like them. I don't know them, but I like them. I like what like they're talking, the way they're talking about your games, what they're like pushing as really cool, and it's really I like it. I like it. So thank you for sharing the pizza bagel frequency hash. And hi Pwa. Hi Pwa.
I have a great community. It's based out of Discord, which means if Discord ever puts an age verification, we're screwed. And they're just great people. And they love like spreading the words of the game, because I mean at this point that's basically my marketing. It's just word of mouth.
Yes.
And they're very, very helpful in that regard. And they like following the connections from game to game, because they are all connected, but they're not direct sequels. They're all standalone. But if you do play all of them, then you might see characters popping up in other games.
And you feel special because you know and other don't. So it's really cool to do it, because you're giving gift to the people that have been there for so long with you, but you're bringing new people in because they don't feel lost. It's like the perfect mix on both sides.
Yeah, I try to make sure that, like, even if there's a running story element, that it still makes sense within the singular context of the game you're playing right now. Like, it may be a little confused, like, who's this person called the Outsider popping up in Laugh Track? Who is this? But you can still understand what her role is in the story. You can still understand what the hero's role is in the story without knowing, oh yeah, both those characters are from Penny Larceny.
Yeah, because they said, like, they when they were talking, my character was saying, they're telling me something, but I don't know. And I was like, I'm not picking up. who are they? And I was trying to look out, and I was like,
Yeah.
who are they? But then when I was scrolling through your game, and I was like, no, I get it. I saw the character, and I get it. But I haven't played them. But if I add, I will be, oh my god, it's them! So it's really cool. I really like that.
When you first meet them, you get the option of either saying, who are you, or you seem familiar.
Yeah.
If you pick you seem familiar, that means you probably played those other games, and therefore they'll reference what happened in those other games. If you pick who are you, then they'll be like, okay, this is probably our first time meeting, I'll explain my deal, and therefore it's all contained.
I've choose you seem familiar just because I was like, who? Are they gonna give me int? maybe I just don't have any memory and I've seen them before. Maybe not.
Yeah, there's basically an ongoing plot thread that's been happening through all of the games I've released, and it will eventually come to a head in one game, where like it's basically the Marvel Endgame of the Fiction Factory games universe. So I am a little concerned that I've set myself up now to be like some mega game, which will only be interesting to people who are diehard fans. But
Yeah, you sound a bit like who's the George R.R. Martin with the Game of Thrones series, where like he was, well, I'm not ready to like, don't stop, no season 8, I'm not done yet.
yeah, this is probably a very bad idea of mine. But I mean, hey, I got the story going.
I have a question about your option, because I am someone who, and I am ashamed to say that, but often I don't play with sound on. I don't play with music, but I wanted to do it now because, like, when it's narrative, it makes sense to do it. But it's when it's not that I usually mute them. But I went into the option, and there is option for everything. So I kind of fall in love at that point because I could choose, like, the amount of sound I could get for every kind of sound, every kind of voice. I could choose if they were like swear word or not, if it was polite or if it was silly. I could choose so many things. And I was wondering, why are you so directed towards option? And why did you decide to like make it more difficult for you to have that many options? Because I guess that it's more complicated.
Yes.
It's actually not. It's a lot of those options are baked into the engine that I use.
Okay.
I use an open source game engine called RenPy,
Oh.
which is very specifically for visual novels.
Okay.
So it includes a lot of those options baked right in. And then on top of that, I've taken some of the more buried disability access options and moved those to the top surface. But those are still part of the game engine. And then anything else on top of that was just made by me because it's part of my standard kit. You know, I already had the technology developed for things like censorship of the swearing if people don't particularly want to see that. I developed that for Penny Larceny, and I just like, well, I'll just roll that code forward into the next game. So it's like disability access, stuff that's baked into the engine already, and stuff that I'd already developed previously.
Loved it. Love it so much. It's, yeah, I always think that there is not enough option in games. So when I see someone like putting the time to do it, I'm like, that's great. It's great for people with disability, but it's great for people like just vision or colors or sound or everything. So to have the choice to set it like as I want it to be felt like it, yeah, I wanted to put more time in it because I spent so much time making sure that it was like tailored for me. So it's a really cool thing. But I want to go to the origin story. Because you've repeated that you're like retired and that you're old and all of this.
Please.
Why games? When games? What's the beginning of that? Bring us back.
And like, please go to the very beginning. All right? You
Really? The very beginning?
Yeah.
I mean, like
when you were born.
No, I mean that part. I'm pretty sure that at some point you were born, so we got that straight out.
Okay.
Cool. Sweet. But
1981, the IMAX Sinclair 1000 was the first computer my family ever got. I was about 6 years old when it arrived. I was making games on it. They were not good games. They were barely games, but they were games. And then Apple II, same thing, making games. Not great games, but I was making games.
On
Moving
what?
on.
On what? Oh, were you were
On Basic.
small.
I've just been doing games pretty much all my life. I've moved from the Apple II to the IBM PC, and I was making them in MS-DOS and Pascal. I was releasing them to local BBSs because that was before the internet.
Yeah.
And then I was doing just stuff and stuff and stuff. I made a game called Pong Combat, which I'm sure some folks in the audience will go, what? Yeah, it was a parody of the game Mortal Kombat, except it was played like Pong. It was terrible, but fun. I made it so I would not fail my senior programming class because I had been slacking off all semester, and my teacher said, I do need something from you by the end of the year or else. So
Okay, hold on. Is it... Did it came out like in 1994 or something?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a link, Jess. I
Yeah.
would like you to show the
Go right ahead.
the talent of, I would guess, teen Stefan. I'm guessing.
Yes, air quotes, talent.
Can you not send it over Discord and send
Oh,
it
yeah,
over Face de Livre so I can
Yeah.
not put us on another place?
Hold on. Yes, I just need to use my... Because, computer, Linux did not put all of the socials on it.
You can send it to Discord. I'm just gonna push.
I did, but...
Okay,
don't.
okay, it's fine.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Prove that you've used Telnet required to buy alcohol. Frickin' Swiash. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm too young for that situation.
I know what that means.
You are too young to understand that.
Telnet.
I'm not a baby, but I was there before the internet, okay? Before home internet, not the internet, but
Prove that you logged onto MTV.com with Gopher in order to buy alcohol.
That I did not do. But that's because I'm French Canadian, so we were not there yet technologically. But Telnet, Genie, I had to, I don't remember how, but log in AOL through what would become a VPN today, but that was not what it's called back then. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun with my 33. No, not 33. It was 13300 baud modem. It was white.
Perfection.
Yeah.
When I got started, my first one was a 24.4K, I believe, and that was considered advanced at the time. The standard was 1200 baud, and just went up from there. I am old. I am staggeringly old. I am collapsing to dust.
You're not that old.
So yeah,
I would not say
making games
that.
since I was a kid.
Just because we're pretty much in the same age range.
He's gonna feel it so
So I don't. Yeah, I don't feel. Yeah.
I'm sorry to break it to you. I don't know if anybody mentioned it, but yeah.
I don't want to brag, but in 1994, I was 2 years old. Just saying.
Yeah, there we go. That's basically what. Yeah, I was. Yeah,
So yeah, Pong Combat, and then I took, almost 20 years away from games because I was writing novels at that point, all of which are still online because I'm like that. And then Neverwinter Nights came out.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you. I wanted to bring it. So go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I made Neverwinter Nights modules, story-driven adventures. I made the penultimate series, and the Elysia Turnum, and then the Hex Coda. I came within spitting distance of making official DLC for BioWare, under contract. They had contracted me, I got working, it took 6 months, I had put my entire life on hold for over a year because they said, any minute now, we're going to do this, any minute now. Then they're like, go, and I started, and I got working, 6 months. And then BioWare said, hey, Wizards of the Coast want you to change the setting to Faerun. Can you do that? I was like, no, I was told to do an original setting, so every single thing about the magic system and the history of the world and the characters and everything is baked into that. And they said, oh, I guess we can't do this. Sorry, you're released from your contract.
No. Oh, there they.
God, oh,
Oh, that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that they released me from the contract. I was like, well, all right, fine. I'll just upload the module for free, I guess. I don't want to let this go to waste.
Yeah?
3 weeks later, BioWare gets in touch with me and says, hey, they changed their mind. It doesn't have to be in favor. And can we still do this?
Oh, no.
And I was like, I just released it.
You bunch of...
So that was my flirting with the AAA game industry.
Fun.
Yeah. After that, just writing novels
You made
again.
me lose my hat. Jesus.
Yeah.
God. How many,
So-
tables were flipped during those days? That's...
So many tables.
Oh,
Putting my
Jesus.
life on hold for a year because I never want to start something I can't finish, and I knew that once they actually gave me the contract, I was going to have to be pedaled down on this thing. And yeah, that flopped. So I was out of games for a while after that.
I
Are the
would guess, and from... I don't know if it was like any other company, but like BioWare was at that point like reputed to be like a good company,
That was
right?
codenamed BioWare. That was back when they were really beloved.
Yeah.
And yeah, that just screwed me over pretty hard right there. So I went back to writing novels for about 5 years. And then finally, I met Anna Schumann at PAX one year. She was doing a panel on romance and games. I mentioned that, the one genre I've always wanted to try to make a game for is visual novels. And she was like, well, we should do that. I was like, really? Yeah, we should. So we did. So Anna Schumann is the co-author on the 2 Arcade Spirits games because we tag-teamed and did that entire project. And that was kind of a coming out swinging thing. Like, we were expecting, okay, this is probably the only time we're ever going to get to make a game. We have a publisher, which is wild.
Yeah.
We're self-funding this thing, but we can make it happen. Let's just go for it. Let's make the biggest, best thing we can. And we did. And then they're like, hey, you want to do a sequel? I'm like, yes, we want to do a sequel. And then that tanked. And... and I was like, well, I want to move on to do a 3rd game. I think I'll just self-publish this one. So then I made Penny Larceny, and it tanked. And then I was like, well, screw it. I'm just going to be a hobbyist from now on because I just want to make games, and I don't want to be an game industry professional.
You
So
are.
then I made the
You
Shadow
are.
Side.
You're making
Yeah, I mean-
cool games. You're really making cool games. The
I'm
amount of...
guessing-
Yeah.
The professional part is not like about the talent that goes into it, but the expectation that comes out of it.
It's
So,
it's the capitalism side of it. It's the expectation that you're going to have a game be a profit fountain that's going to pay for itself and pay for more. It's going to be about marketing. It's going to be about business and handshakes and pushing. And I was like, I'm done. I don't want to throw elbows with our other indies anymore. I just want to make my game. So I do. That's what I do now. I just make the frickin' games.
Yeah. It's everyone wants to make game, and then they open a studio and they realize that as soon as you're opening a studio, you're not making games anymore. You're paying other people to make games for you because you don't have time. You're just shaking hands and trying to do admin and be seen to be able to have money to be able to pay those people to make games for you. So it's
Yep. I mean, we had to contract out the console ports for our games because we didn't have the technology or the know-how to do that ourselves, and there are a lot of fiery hoops of death between indie developer and releasing on a game console.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was so much crap.
yeah.
So see,
Yes.
in the so for the people listening,
We
before
cannot go too much
every-
into
I know.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
just gonna turn it around just to make
Thank
it
you.
funny. All right, don't worry. I will not break any kind of NDAs.
Thank you.
I'm good. So, before we start the live, we always ask our guests what kind of questions we
Can't
won't
ask.
You know, that, let's not talk about this,
Quoi?
and it's totally fine. But then, Stefan, as the chief king, best person ever said, No worries. Look at my game. I'm ready to talk about anything. And now, that's us. We are steering away from
To that
our
conversation. If we were all doing and I was on the other side and anyone was asking, I would say we cannot talk about porting. We cannot talk about porting.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like the only reason I'm willing to throw the people who made the first Arcade Spirits console port under the bus is because they went out of business.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go.
Good riddance. But yeah, I try not to burn bridges, even when it's like, oh, I could tell you stories about the hell we went through. But
my God.
I will burn BioWare because, like, those guys burned me.
Well, they don't actually exist anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't be like too worried about it.
BioWare is just EA Silver Lake conglomerate. I don't care about that.
Yeah. It's a shame because
Yes.
Because back in the days, Neverwinter Night, they were the one behind the two first Baldur's Gate, right? Were they?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think that might have been Obsidian. I was not into CRPGs.
Yeah, I always mix those two together.
BioWare has died and resurrected like 3 times under different names. Frequency Ash.
None of the people that I was working with at BioWare are there anymore, so...
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so I just decided, if going single A indie is not really working out for me, I'll just go fully indie. I'll just self-publish, I'll just release for free, just because I want to, and because, honestly, the first Arcade Spirits made a lot of money. It made enough that I'm able to, with this help of Patreon and with the help of other game sales, roll it forward into future projects. So why not just release for free? What am I going to do with this money?
Yeah, no, of course, and it's a blessing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm lucky. I'm very privileged to be able to do this. I will fully acknowledge that. But since I can, I will.
I have a plug to do because Poa said 6 left and they will be a cat. In the game that is free, Laugh Track, there is a character named Cat. And the past series, before the one that we're looking at it, is 9 lives. So you should play it. You should play Laugh Track because it's free and it's cool. So I'm going to put the link in the chat again.
I need to take a 5-minute break if it's cool.
Perfect. Go ahead.
I will be back shortly. Have fun.
I'm just gonna comment in French. I'm sorry. Non, Barbu, c'est parce que Jess a oublié de peser sur play sur le truc de YouTube, puis ben c'est ça.
I didn't forget. I did not want it to be on like the conversation and have it in the back. I wanted to like acknowledge the fact that it was there and that it was existing, and not just like put it in the back. So
Number
that's why
4 has a question.
Yeah, she always has question. I don't know what, but she's a bit stoned, so don't judge her. She went to the vet yesterday, and so she has like pills to take, because she's anxious. I don't know why, but yeah, so she's stoned, so she's sleeping a lot. She's a cuddly baby, but she has question.
We had our cat moment now. We've like covered all of the cats that were possible in that conversation.
There is a hamster in Laugh Track. The hamster is amazing. The hamster is like chef kiss commentary. I like it a lot.
Since we're like in between segues, Stefan, I'm just going to tell you right now if you
Is he back?
What?
Is he back?
Was he gone?
Yes, he said he was going away for 5 and he was gonna come back.
I was not even aware.
I was like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
We're not in the middle of segue. I was embracing like cat situation
The cat
because
situation,
we could.
Yeah.
Because we could. But we need... We're on Origin Story. Yeah, I'm all over the place because I have so many questions about Laugh Track. That's why I got us confused. I'm sorry.
Are fangirling.
It's cool.
My dear.
It's really cool. You should play it.
You look like me when I was with Elias.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it is. And he is.
Yes.
And I want to talk about the novel part because I feel like there's something that we've watched that
There is.
he's behind. He has the. Since he's got, and we're gonna have an ad. I'm gonna go fetch myself a cup of coffee. Ain't that wonderful?
Beautiful. So people, you can take that ad break to have a conversation. Laugh track en français, c'est comme la... Tu sais, les rires en canne? C'est ça, c'est les rires en canne. C'est comme un sitcom, puis c'est toi le narrateur de l'histoire, puis tu peux diriger vers où ça s'en va, puis il y a une laugh track, donc des rires en canne en arrière, parce que c'est comme un faux sitcom. Oui, rire en canne. The French version would be that. So yeah, let's enjoy the ad for hydration, coffee, and yep. But it's a really cool game. Everyone should play it. And then we're gonna have a look at Punk Combat, because I want to know what it is. And I've got the link. So as soon as Stefan is gonna be back, we're gonna take a look at that. Do you have the next question? Because I'm gonna try to be like more calm and like,
I was not trying to like make you feel self-conscious.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just exciting when there's like games. Because you know that a lot of games, I don't know a lot of games, to be fair. I like am a late bloomer gamer, so there's not a lot of games that I am aware of that I've played fully that are not narratively driven. So we have a lot of games that I don't know about or that I can get excited about the concept of it. But now I was able to like go into it. It's lefty. It's narrative. It's like political. So it's everything that I can like talk about. I cannot talk about like old game that I never play or maybe I've watched someone play, but that one I can. So I think it's really cool because I was able to like go more like deeper into it.
Yeah.
But of course, please go with all of the question. You clearly have more laying like in your past.
Well, I mean,
not trying to talk about your age there, you know, but
no, but like one question that I have is how many programming language does he know? Because if like he knows basic Pascal.
I've returned.
Hi.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, before we talk, I want to look at that video of Punk Combat. Do I need sound for that, Anto? Are we going for sound?
No
sound? Okay.
It's a DOS game.
Okay, let's look at it. So.
Is it? He is a CIA spy. That might be the case.
Oh, Gagne software, like that.
Yeah, the early name.
In association with a lot of people to remember us to admit that they worked on this present. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. That, obviously, I've been there since 1994. That, like, self-awareness of, like, making joke when you're, like, talking about everything. Just the fact that the generic at the end of every episode is going so fast and I'm trying to read and I'm not able because it's too fast, but I'm seeing it. There's a ton of joke in it too. So
I would like
There's
to
a lot of Mortal Kombat jokes in here. Just like I tried to mimic the user interface, I tried to mimic the game flow, like just even like some of the stages are kind of mimics of Mortal Kombat, but it's still just Pong.
Oh,
I was made when I was 16 years old.
Oh,
and at that point, the writing was still was already something to be noticed.
It's very silly.
I was barely like pledging fan fiction at 16, so be proud.
I mean, I want to play with like the option between one player and two player. I don't remember what's the two player option, but the first one is I want to play with myself.
This was a really, really silly game. This was just whipped up in about a month and a half just to make sure I didn't fail my class, and they were delighted with it because I put in so much effort on such a ridiculous thing. And yeah, this was written in Turbo Pascal. It was a mess, and it was all MS-DOS because that was the computer of the time.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well,
Wow.
that's a good, yeah. And I don't know for what reason. You must be some kind of like celebrity to have your like first-ish game published on YouTube. So good on you for that. Jeez, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to contest something that was said during the commercial break, if that's
Yeah.
okay. What's your policy on swearing for this show?
Oh, you can swear. It's fine.
Okay. Like, I just
You
wanted to
suck!
say,
No, okay,
I just want to say,
yeah.
I know you said otherwise, but I am really fucking uncool, okay? I am just a dork. I am this random weirdo trapped in his basement cranking out these silly little games. There is nothing cool about me to bandwagon.
Dude,
I am really, really, really...
I'm not,
We need to
I'm
be
not
clear
to
here.
argue-
Yeah.
I'm not here to argue with you, dude. All right? So, yes, of course. Back in the 80s, the 90s, the guy in the basement, he wasn't the cool guy.
He is now.
Right.
He is
But
now.
we are in 2026 where everyone is in its basement. Nobody can buy a freaking house anymore. We're all living... Well, I'm privileged, but, you know? So everybody is a basement dweller.
To be fair,
You are
I think
the king
it's
of those guys.
it's mostly the fact that people are often boring or not self-aware, or I don't know. There's a lot of people that are just normal, and I do not enjoy them as much. So I think that weird people are really cool. So I think that cool is subjective, but I think that weird people are cool because they embrace the fact that they're weird and they just go for it. So I think that's a cool thing.
Just go for it.
I think it's cool. I think that it's cool that it's saying you suck when I lose at that game.
I was just reading what was written on the screen.
Edgy teenager. Jeez, what was I doing?
You suck. You press space to continue, loser. It's so.
It's
Yes.
poetic. It's poetic.
Yes.
Indeed.
It's art. Yeah. All right. So
We did not finish the. Yeah, go ahead.
you.
Ask away.
Yeah, I was wondering because there was like in between those great and less great moment. Thank you, BioWare, for killing one of the best game that was ever to be. Anyway, so you said that you were writing a lot of like novels,
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
I don't know why, but I might be wrong, right? But I'm pretty sure that I've at least watched something that you wrote on TV and
Watch?
or movie and yeah.
No, I haven't written for TV. I just wrote books.
Okay.
So
Was it like did you go like into like a professional writing career or was it?
Oh no,
how did-
I mean, I sold them, but they were all self-published. It's like this was basically the indie game version of writing. I was just doing it on my own. I was posting drafts every week for folks to read if they wanted to read them, and then once the book was completed and edited, I would sell the paperback version for folks who wanted to have a physical copy. It's kind of the same approach that I'm taking now for games.
Frequency Ash is saying the novel are apparently how I first learned of Two Flower, and I just didn't know about it.
You can, every one of these novels I've written is online right now.
Yeah, I was seeing them on your website that they were there, so I've looked a bit more into it than I usually do. So yeah, StefanGagne.com.
Basically,
Or-
everything I've ever made is somewhere online.
Yeah.
So let's tackle the French name in an English market.
Yeah, because we did it
subject
when we were only hearing me
Yeah.
first.
All right. So I want to know, Stefan,
Yes.
as far as you can remember, what are your like French Canadian roots. Where is Gagne/Gagne coming from?
Okay, so on my father's side of the family, the Gagne side of the family, they were French Canadian and lived primarily up in New Hampshire. So they were my grandmother spoke my meme spoke mostly French. She kind of spoke a mix of French and English, like she'd occasionally switch between them without anybody noticing.
We call it franglais or franglish.
Yeah. So that side of my family was French Canadian, and very much so. My mother's side of the family was had Italian roots, so it's like French Canadian Italian was my entire run there. I don't know what part of Canada they're from. I'm assuming Quebec, given French Canadian. I don't know. I really should be paying more attention to my genealogy, but yeah, I have New England blood in my veins, which means I don't care about the cold. And I took 3 years of French in college, in high school, and all I know how to say is "Il y a un poisson dans ta bibliothèque." That is all I know.
That is so useful. So useful to know. But you say Quebec, and you don't say Quebec, so...
I don't know.
Yeah. No, he says it right.
Yeah, you're saying it right.
Yeah.
Oh,
somewhere along the line, they just dropped the accent. I was just Stefan Gagne instead of Stefan Gagne or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why the accent got dropped. It was somewhere in my lineage, somewhere before my father, and that's what it's been ever since. And it just confuses everybody.
That's funny for like me personally, because I was like trying to figure out maybe like they're from Acadie, which was a place that was speaking French, and they were like all deported to Louisiana at some point, and that's why New Orleans.
No, it's definitely northern.
So I had a good carry to, like, with like boats and stuff.
Yeah, I think we still have some relatives in Canada, I believe. Like I think we've ever gone up there, but I'm pretty sure we still do. But mostly it's up in like the New England area, New Hampshire, that type of thing.
Yeah. Which is kind of near.
It's
Quebec
physically near.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Don't poke everything.
Because like Gagne, Tremblay, and I'm forgetting all of
all of the A.
Like, yeah, all of the new that there's a bunch of like super popular family name here, and Gagne is one of them. I'm happy that we got across that bridge, and let's get back to the reason why we're here. Thank you, everybody, for keeping up with me.
I want to know the first game you've played, if you remember it. I like that question. I like to know the first game that you remember, like that you got hooked.
That you did not do yourself.
Yeah.
Sears Telegames Pong.
Yeah.
It was a Pong clone that you hook up to your TV.
Yeah.
Sold by Sears, Telegames branding. That was the first one.
Aww.
That was the first video game I ever played. I am old. I was there at the start of video games. I will be there when they die.
Does it mean that you're never gonna die? Because I don't want games to die.
Sorry, it's gonna happen.
Oh. We need to work on making you eternal.
It's like Haley's comment in Mark Twain. Oh, it goes in and it goes out. Video games die with me.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
Good video games, maybe? After you, it's gonna just be like Roblox, and that's it.
Yeah, which is like not a video game.
Yeah.
You know what? Funny thing, tomorrow I'm going into my oldest daughter classroom to explain to a bunch of sixth graders what I'm doing professionally, which just that is going to be complicated.
They're going to ask you if you play Roblox.
I'm going to ask them what kind of game they play, because like I would like someone in that class to say that like they play something else than Minecraft and Roblox.
Yeah,
So.
my nephews play Roblox all the time, so I'm not going to disparage it. But fortunately, they do play a bunch of other stuff too, and they also love my games, which is nice. And somehow the cool uncle. I don't know how that happened.
I think. See, I'm not the only one thinking you're cool.
What I was saying earlier. You are the basement king now.
If I'm the basement king, that does not speak well for the kingdom. That's actually very disastrous for the kingdom. That's a forewarning, man.
Your Honor, I was just playing on the basement wordling that you pushed earlier. I would propose a comment qu'on dit amendement en anglais?
Amendment? I don't know.
Probably another word.
Another word. So yeah, my first game was this year's Telegames, and then Atari 2600. But then I didn't have a game console until I was in college. After that, when I bought myself a PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then
oh my God, that's a leap.
Well, my parents were concerned that if they bought me a game console, I would lose interest in computers.
Oh,
like they knew I loved computers. They were very happy with the fact that I loved computers. It was the future. But they thought if they got me an NES.
Yeah.
Then I would lose interest in the computer. And so therefore I would just desperately play NES at any friend's house I could go to, even if I wasn't very good friends with them. If they had an NES, I was suddenly their best friend.
Hey, it forced you in social encounter. It's not a bad thing. Thanks to your parents.
I've met a lot of abusive friends that way, just because they had an SNES or an NES and I wanted to play. But yeah, so there was a console gap. But I have been PC gamer in my heart pretty much all my life.
All right. Your parents were right. I was.
That's the dad talking.
Yeah. No. But I mean, I remember vividly receiving the NES and at Christmas, and like I stopped playing games. And you know, you don't know, but Stefan does. We used to like receive magazines, and like there were like 20 pages in those magazines with like just code that you had to write yourself.
Yeah.
And you were like making the game that was written on the. And I was doing this all the time. But then,
I think personally, if I had an NES, I would still be interested in computers because I would want to take what I learned playing NES games and make my own. Because that's what I was doing anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I feel like, at the very least, your parents were on to, I think. Because, I stepped away quite quickly when, like, I had Mario Bros. And Zelda. And
my first console was the same as Stefan. It was the PlayStation 1.
Good console. But yeah, so I've been PC gamer through and through, making my own games, playing PC games, and so that's my development platform of choice, and it still is to this day.
Yeah. So we've like talked about and I'm sorry in advance. We're going from like one subject to another without any link between those two, but
yeah. Embracing the confusion. Thank you.
Let's base it. You were talking about like you did like the first game-ish on your first computer and then on the Apple II and et cetera. How many programming language do you speak?
All right, let's see. There's the various flavors of BASIC because they were all a little bit different back in the microcomputer age. There's Timex BASIC and then Apple II BASIC and then Turbo BASIC on the PC, which was surprisingly powerful. And I did a couple of interesting tricks to make that thing do graphics it wasn't supposed to do. And then it was Turbo Pascal, a cup of coffee with C in college and did not take well to it. A couple random little languages like M and like L and Forth and assembly in college and through other hobbying stuff. And now it's primarily RenPy, which is like an offshoot of Python. Okay. And I guess JavaScript counts.
So your like laugh track is written in an offshoot of Python.
Yeah, it's like a specialized version of Python that it is designed explicitly for visual novels. So it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. You just tell it, like, I want to display this character here. I want to have this text pop up. And it handles back-end stuff like saving games and interfacing with the hardware. It's a very high-level programming language. You don't have to do a lot of work on it. I do a lot of customization on the user interface, but that's also something it provides.
Okay, cool. So would you say that, like, making a game today, Laugh Track, versus the first real game that you did, real as in complete, finished, commercial product, is it easier today than it was back in the day?
I'd say so, just because a lot of these tools become very standardized. Like, I've been using RenPy for the last 8 years, so it's basically just what it is from the start, although I've been building on top of it. But there are other standardized platforms like Godot and GameMaker and Unity and so on. It's very easy to get into game development these days, even if you are not, the kind of person who can code straight down to the metal and get like really optimal usage of the GPUs. It's like you don't have to. You've got pretty standardized tools. Computers these days are powerful enough to run most indie games. Just run them. You don't even need to give specs. The only time it gets really intense is if you're working at like the AAA level and you need to be optimizing for massive, massive worlds and high def assets and stuff like that. That is not in my purview. I am a writer first and foremost and a programmer second.
I like that. I have a human question for you.
Yep.
Because you've stated that you're ace, and I've seen that most of the game that I've seen from you have like a relationship incline, like narrative, like where is it coming from, your curiosity toward like relationship, and why are you tailoring your games toward that? And I know that there's always like a side, like Remy, that you can have them as just friends because they are ace too, but like why you're interested in those relationships?
I mean, relationships are the core of a lot of modern writing. They're you can't get around that fact that like romance, relationships, friendships, these are the cores that drive character interplay in stories. I've always enjoyed a well-written romance. I don't really see any reason why I can't write one, even though
No, not at all.
what I usually do is I lean into the awkward. I'm like, real people are not smooth, perfect, romantic, violins and flower petals and champagne everywhere, just smooth operators. No, people are clumsy, people are messy, people make mistakes and have trouble communicating. Just lean into that and write it. So that's how I always do my relationships, is that they're not really hot and heavy unless it's done in a parody sense, which I did a couple times in Fenny Larceny. It's just human relations. That's just part of the core. Even if I'm not personally interested in it myself, I know how to write it. So, but what I have tried to do is I've had to try ace representation.
Yes.
I tried to make sure that anytime there is a romantic element in one of my stories, that it is optional. That you have story paths you can take, which will give you as much story content as you would get otherwise, even if you skip the romance. The very first Arcade Spirits game didn't really do that. Like, we had an ace path, but you were kind of stuck with just hanging out with your roommate, Juniper. But in games after that point, we tried to make the story paths equal, whether you're romancing or not.
Nice. Because when we start working on our game, the character didn't add any like intimate like love relationship. It was just a person, and we were going through his story, but that was not an arc we were touching at all. And people were trying to put him in a relationship with other character, and we're like, that's not about that. The story is about the person and not like the relationship. And saying,
it's so funny. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
didn't want to cut you.
No, go ahead.
I was saying the scene with Emily.
Yeah.
And like people were like piecing everything.
They were trying to ship them together. They wanted really hard to have a relationship, and that's not like you can like write about a relationship because you're ace. Not at all. It's just that I was interested in the perspective of like focusing on those things and the interest and like the how.
I understand.
It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, romance is part of the human expression, and if you want to include it in your game, fine. I just feel that like it's good to also make
Yeah.
it optional. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of the folks in my community have said that they appreciate that. That like
Yes.
they're either even if they're not ace themselves, maybe they're not comfortable with it because in video games you tend to like have to put the pedal down in terms of the accelerating into the romance. Like you can't spend months and months building up a relationship when your story doesn't cover months and
Yeah.
months. It's
No,
kind of so a lot of folks are like, all right, I get that that's an element here in this game, but I'd kind of like to avoid it because I'm not comfortable with it. So I let folks avoid it if they want to.
Yeah. And sometimes you want to focus on something else. And uh, I don't know for everyone, but I feel like when there's a romance in a game and I go for it, I feel like it's taking a lot of space in the story and I have less space for the rest of it. So I like to have like the possibility to just hang out and have fun and not be forced to choose someone. Because especially, by example, when I was playing Mass Effect the first time, I was choosing Caden, which is like the most boring character. I'm sorry for like if
Yeah,
there is anyone,
yeah.
but I was choosing him every time because he was the first one going for it, and I was like, I don't know how to reject you. I sound mean. Okay, fine, let's date. So I was
I
doing
played
that.
Mass Effect recently, replayed it, and I think I gave Liara like one little supportive nod at
Yeah.
one point, and the game just decided we were soulmates.
Yep.
there
Yep.
we
To
go.
the point where even though I brushed her off, like she came to me like, "You want to have sex?" and I was like, "No."
Nope.
And then in game two, I meet her again, and she's like, what about our relationship and what we meant to each other? I was like,
Rat
lady, I love you
relationship.
with the lurch.
Relationship. I don't even know your last name.
Yeah.
Son, too soon, I don't know. So, yeah, it's like I don't want to railroad anyone in terms of relationships. I want to signpost them. I want to make it very clear
Yes.
how you get into them and how to avoid them. And even like provide straight up an option to turn it off if you want to, if you just
But-
don't feel comfortable seeing the prompts.
But you can be nice. It's not about like being unkind to someone because I hate when games you have the option of either you romance the person or you're really mean and bitchy to them. And I'm like,
Well,
no, I just want to be friendly. Can just near middle ground maybe. So yeah, I appreciate that. It's
I
clear.
would say that, like, writing wise, Laugh Track and all of the other are more realistic.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
instead, like when you look at Mass Effect, they want to push a cinematic.
They want to push Miranda's butt
thing.
full screen. That's what they
Yeah,
want to
of
do.
course. Yeah. I mean, most.
Well, the one thing BioWare doesn't do, which I do, which is that I make sure that the romances are all player sexual.
Yeah.
And I know it's kind of
Yeah.
a controversial choice within game development. They're like, well, in reality, maybe people are just not going to be into you.
Yeah.
You're going to get gay characters, you're going to have straight characters. They're just not going to be interested in the player character, and that's okay. And I agree, but at the same time, I'm kind of providing a power fantasy. I'm
Yeah.
like saying, if you're into this person, then okay, I'll just let you romance them. It's honestly
Yeah.
easier to just not check your pronouns when I set the romance flag than it would be to add in extra code to check for it. So it's unrealistic in that regard, and I acknowledge that it's unrealistic, but it's kind of what the audience wants. They want the freedom.
But you also have boundaries because you have like in Laugh Track you have a nice character, so you cannot romance them. It would not make sense. But at the same time, I don't. Like Juno is a female character, so we don't have to like play with the fact that Kat is a lesbian or not because it's just working with the character that you're playing with.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Laugh Track is
it's
its
still-
own thing because the characters are all defined gender-wise.
Yeah.
Whereas in the previous 3 games I did, both Arcade Spirits games and Penny, you can choose your own
Okay.
pronouns, and therefore I want to make sure like that's not going to lock you out of anything.
yeah, makes sense. It makes sense in the visual novel thing. I think it makes sense because usually
yeah.
people want to go for a relationship and they want to be able to choose. Depending,
Yeah, you want to give them the freedom of choice. You don't want
Yeah.
to lock them out. Like, I remember that was one of the complaints about Cyberpunk 2077, which is that this one reviewer said, I'm a gay man, and the only option I've got available to me is this asshole. Because that's all CDPR was going to provide me with. All the other options are locked out. Even the nice guy with, who's like this good family man, he's locked out. You have to deal with this asshole.
Who's the asshole? I'm
Carrie?
blank.
Carrie, the musician that used to be in Johnny's band.
You know what? I think I never went like that far in the
You
game.
could miss him. He was a bit of optional content.
And
But yeah, it's like,
you
so
can
I'm
miss
gonna
him
make
and
sure-
is the only one you can date if you're a dude? That's
Yep,
not
pretty much.
fair. That's so not fair. They just did not want it to
Yeah,
piss
I mean,
off
I
any
get it.
dude.
I get it. It's like you want to have characters who have defined sexualities. It's part of the background. It's not always that they're all going to be pansexual.
Yeah.
But in the case of the games I'm writing, it's like I want to provide folks with options. It's like I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to approach this. This is the
Yeah.
way I'm going to approach it.
I think there is a wrong way to approach it, but but it's personal. I think that I don't like when games pretend that they're open because there is one hidden guy with a guitar in like a corner that you can date if you're a dude, but no one else, and you really need to look
Yeah.
for him. I don't like that.
I forget which game it was. I think it was Boyfriend Dungeon where they said we have an ace option. Yeah, it was your mascot cat character.
That's
No.
yeah. That's yeah.
That's not an ace option.
Boyfriend dungeon, come on. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I try to provide players with as much range of self-expression and as much range of relationship as I can.
And in
a good
doing
thing.
so, please look at my segue because it's perfect. And in doing so, how long would, or not would, but like how long did it take you to write the how many like pages that went into a laugh track, for example?
Okay, Laugh Track is currently my shortest game, even though it doesn't feel like it. That took me 6 months start to finish. Like 7 months start to finish to write. I started January 20th, 2025, and I finished, I believe, in August.
Damn.
I say January 20th, 2025, because that was the day a certain event happened, which made me very, very angry.
Oh.
And I wrote this game.
I don't
from a
know
place of
what.
anger.
What happened on that?
You go into brand risk territory, folks.
I don't know. Let me just Google that.
You don't
thing
know?
before I see it.
Okay, I'm gonna let you Google.
I might have gotten the date wrong.
I'm gonna be waiting politely here while you Google.
Holy
Yeah.
We open a bag of Cheetos.
I knew it.
It
This
was
game was written from a place of anger. The original design was not that. I had this idea for sitcom from hell kicking around in my mind for a couple of years. But as I was going into pre-production of this game, and I was like, thinking, what is this game really about? Is it about personal forgiveness? Is it about this closed-in emotional journey? And then the mango was sworn in, and I decided, no, I know what this game is about. This game is about surviving our current era.
yeah.
This game is about how young people can deal with the fact that the entire world has just been slanted completely against them in oppression and censorship and cruelty just for the lols. How do you get through that? That's where my humor is going to derive. That's where the horror is going to derive. So the game was made from a place of anger. It's depicting this paradise where the loyalists have taken over, free speech is gone, queer folk are being oppressed. Have fun, kids. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I think
I'm speechless.
there's a need to laugh at things when they're going terrible, and not everyone has the same reality. We're from Canada, so we live through that situation differently, really differently. I'm not. I am still someone who's really angry about the situation, and it's gonna be my little prop up. We are representing ourselves. We're not representing folklore game in that conversation. Folklore games is about love and embracing people
Not being
and
political.
like,
Yeah, there you
but
go.
not going political. So those interventions
catchphrase
are
is-
Jess and Enzo and not folklore games. Hi.
My catchphrase is always, I am a safe apolitical game developer and not a brand risk. I always say that right before I say the most unhinged shit you can imagine. I am self-published, I am self-financed, nobody can stop me, I am going to write what I want to write.
Yes, and to be fair, I am one of the owner of folklore games, and I have 3 other people with me, and we politically align, but by respect for what we represent and the opportunity that can be impacted by it.
Yeah, I get it.
I need to like say that, but yeah, the fact is, it's making me
they're not
really
retired.
angry. It's making me really angry as like a daily basis, and there is so much that make me so angry. But I am not impacted the same way as people on the other way of the line.
Yeah.
So
And I acknowledge that, like, I am privileged enough to be able to say, hey, this sucks. And because I am, like I said, I am self-funded, I am self-published, I am under no controls, I am actually under no threat. I mean, I'm pretty safely ensconced in my little basement here. I am still cis and white. I have layers of privilege, but I'm also pretty damn open about my views and I express them through my game, but I completely understand when other folks do not have that kind of standpoint where they can do that kind of thing. So I don't
I can.
shame anyone for not being able to put everything on blast.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of conversation at some point where I was like, do we have the right? Because I am really political. If there was not like folklore games somewhere there and everywhere, I am really political and I'm really open and I'm really transparent. I don't shy away from my opinion on the matter. And I usually do it on stream too. It's just protection for the company because I don't know what could be impacted by it. But to be fair, we would not go for anyone that is unkind towards human being. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, that
I
would
think
be-
it's
that
a
would be
really
fun.
cool game because it's I would be so pissed. Anyone would like bring the idea and I will like burn the place down.
So my way of pushing back, because I know I'm pretty powerless down here, honestly. I can't go out to protest marches. I'm disabled.
Yeah.
I can barely get out of this basement. But I can
You have
make
art.
I can rant. I can make these satirical parody games. I can do this. And in doing that is my contribution. So that's basically where Laugh Track came from. It came from a place of anger. It's not, 4,000% political, but it is certainly influenced
Yes.
by the hell
Yeah.
we live in because it is a game about living through hell.
The way I'm saying it, in a way, it's giving people the opportunity to be angry, but also laugh at how
Oh yeah.
it doesn't make sense. Any of it doesn't make sense. It's just, it's confusing. It's all over the place. It's everything is in a kind of way. If you're not crying about it, you're laughing about it because it doesn't make any sense. So it's a really good way to showcase that. It's horrifying, but at the same time, it's just so outrageous that it's funny. I don't, yeah, all of it.
My touchstone for the tone for the writing in the game was basically The Onion. It was like, let's comment on what's going on, but do it through this broad spectrum satirical lens. And I actually kept having to revise dialogue because every time I wrote something that I felt was utterly unhinged, the next week, reality
It was happening!
even worse. So I was like, okay, then I need to ramp my game up because I need my game to be absurdist. And the level of absurd just keeps going up. So that's why whenever I needed like to add in more nonsense, I usually gave it to the character of the teacher.
Yeah.
So like any
Yes.
of the rants that the teacher in Laugh Track does are usually like, I needed to add in even more or else this was going to look normal instead
Yes.
of parody.
Yeah, for real, that's true. Because you need to play the game and do, but that's true. Whenever you're like going through it and you're like, it's kind of too close. It hit close to home,
Oh yeah.
kind-ish. And then you have the teacher and you're like, yeah, that's the way I visualize the Cheetos, and that's the way I visualize talking. Like when it doesn't make any sense and it's just ranting, I kind of think about the teacher. So yeah, when we're going above and beyond, it's kind of the teacher.
I would like to say that it's kind of funny that that person, which I will not name, is
There's two names for it right now.
having a lot of food thing related to it.
Cheetos
I'm
and
I'm
mango.
guessing that it's
I like
about the
mango.
color.
I like mango.
It's kind of an insult to mango.
Yeah.
Cheetos, yeah, I don't really care about those.
You don't have
No.
emotion toward Cheetos?
So the fun fact is that I used to work for the federal government. Extremely low level position. I was a web technician for one branch of the federal government. And I was pretty proud of the work that I did over 20 years. You know, we supported the public health. We were doing good work. And then the day he came into office, I no longer was doing public health work. I was told to either sit on my hands or go remove the word gender from every document on the website.
Are you okay? So it comes from okay.
So I had my retirement planned long before this, before the election, before everything.
Yeah.
I already had this plan because my disability was getting worse and worse. And I was like, guys, I can't do 8 hours a day sitting here. I need to retire. I'm sorry. And thankfully, like after a year of paperwork, it came in and I was able to get the hell out of there just a couple weeks after everything hit the fan. It was great timing, even though I did not plan on that timing. And I'm so glad I did because I was sick of the things they were having me do. And I'm not going to throw any of my coworkers under the bus. We were all struggling under the same problem. But Baron von Brainworms can go eat one.
You said it.
I'm a political game developer, not a brand risk, and this does not reflect on me to 2 Canadians right here. So yeah, the game came from a place of anger, and so did the game right before that, and the game right before that a little bit less, and Arcade Spirits was more cozy.
Yeah.
But they were all basically critical of capitalism to extremely small or greater degrees.
Yeah.
That's always been my thing.
The confusing thing is, when we started our new project, the new game that we were working on, we start working on it like before the mango happened. And when I look at the game right now, I was talking to the team and I was like, we need to talk about the fact that we're going to look political when we go ahead with it. Because it didn't look political. It looked like it was talking about like in the past, like and then it's right now. So there's
really
a conversation.
There's no way to make art that isn't political to one degree or another. Art always says something about how life should be led, how society should be structured, whether it's small or whether it's large, whether it's saying this is a moral no or this is a moral right. There's no way to get around the fact that it will end up being political because there will always be people who say, no, I disagree with what this game is saying, and therefore it's against my views.
Yep.
It's unavoidable. Even if you're not dealing with the immediacy of 2026, if you're even just commenting on the evils that men have done in the past, because everything echoes, everything ends up political.
Yes. There's a beautiful compliment on the side from Justana. Arcade Spirit was my first ever visual novel, and I fell in love with the genre partially because of Arcade Spirits. So, all the love to your work.
Yeah. It sounds great, people. A long-time member of our community.
When we work on our first game, it took 6 years. It took forever, and we didn't make money out of it. It was just because we wanted to bring it, because the creative director is my brother, and we had our grandmother having dementia, and we wanted to make a game about cognitive degeneration. And the thought of it is not political, but the more I was talking about it, the more I was understanding that the fact that we're seeing people as the sickness and we try to like excuse ourselves for not taking care of them anymore by saying they are not them anymore. And our game is about you need to be there even if they don't recognize you, because you're the only link and the only touch and the only hug they still have. And that fact itself was us taking a stand and could put people in an uncomfortable position because they could not hide themselves behind they do not exist anymore. So even something that I thought was kind of universal and that we could all agree upon was not the case. And we didn't add any backlash because of it. But just talking about it, I was understanding that even something as little as that was us taking a stand. So yeah, everything is political.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Backlash.
Yes.
Do you remember at PAX the number of people that I remember one in particular, when I explained what the game was about and she was looking at the screen and she just started crying and she lost it and then she went away, but she wasn't she was sad. She was kind of angry. You know, there was like gifts.
It's confronting for people, and
I know, but I think
we are
that
part of it too. I don't think
that would
anyone.
be. I would put it into the backlash
Okay.
box. Now that you talk about it.
I mean,
yeah.
there be negative reactions, which are even negative reactions from a good place of critical
Yes.
commentary, or just because it's deeply personal to someone. Every piece of art that anyone makes, especially if it draws from your own experiences, is innately saying something about the world. It's saying this should be this, and that is always a political statement.
Yeah.
For the very first visual novel we did, Arcade Spirits, I think there were two aspects there which ended up having some backlash, or at least were considered political. One is that this was a game that was largely about our love of classical video arcades. And the bad guy in that game was a corporate arcade tycoon who was basically running that universe's version of Dave & Buster's. I hate Dave & Buster's. I think Dave & Buster's is not an arcade, it is a child casino. It is spin the wheel roulette machines for little kids in the guise of an arcade. So I made that the bad guy. But that is still a statement. That is basically saying that pure capitalist takeover of entertainment, in which it is utterly profit-driven with no consideration to ethics, is bad. That is a political consideration. And the other political message that we had in the game, just by existing in the game, are queer characters.
Yeah.
We had characters that were queer.
Oh, dare you. Oh, dare you.
It wasn't even a statement. At times it was a statement, but it wasn't even intended to be something controversial. They were just living their life. And just having queer characters in the game, having pronoun options, was enough to set off the usual chuds. And therefore the game is political. It went woke.
Yes.
And it's like, after Arcade Spirits, I was like, man, they're not even going to let us have this. This was a very safe, very tame game. It was very slice of life, very cozy, but they're still going to get up in arms about it? Okay. Let's go harder on those themes. And game after game, it's just been getting more and more, because it's like, if you're not going to appease the middle by trying to keep things safe, then don't bother.
Let's quit the center. We go left or we go right, but we quit the center.
Which is, I mean, that would be a whole other subject, and we could spend like a lot of hours on that. But
I can get
like,
off this if you want.
no, I mean, what I meant was center is the way to go, because that's how you reach both sides in your conversation. I understand the need to push harder if the other side is not reaching out or hearing you or whatever, and that makes sense. But in a utopic world, center would be the best way to handle that.
Ideally, but unfortunately we're not there. It's like I've like, when I was a kid, when I was in my teens, I thought I was basically the picture of the Reddit enlightened centrist. I was like, oh, I'm sure there's some truth on both sides. I'm sure there's a comfortable middle option. There's some compromise that'll make everybody happy. As I became an adult, I was like, nah. No, sorry. No, there is such a thing as right and wrong. There is such a thing as yes and no. There is such a thing as this is bad and this is good. There is such a thing as not believing that the sides are the same when one side is saying, what are we going to have for dinner? And the other side is saying, I want to have you for dinner. It's like, you don't middle that. So that's the approach I've taken by writing. Now, I do believe that, the platonic ideal would be a center, but we are sadly, and I hate the fact that I have to be like this, not there.
Yeah.
So that reflects in my work. Like, I respect everybody's opinions and perspectives, but for me personally, it's like I gave up trying to find a center. I just I'm just gonna do what I do.
I think as individual we could believe in the center. I think as a political ideal, and again, I'm living dangerously. I'm sorry, everyone. I think we cannot be at the center. If you look at the politics on the other side of the line, there is one side that is going intensely towards, like, far away that side, and the other part is too much in the middle. That's why they're losing. because
The
they do
overthrow
not
window is
take
the
a
same.
stand. They try to please everyone, and they do not please anyone.
Then you get Law and Order episodes. Those are so spineless. I never watched. I don't know why, but for like a year there, I was like binge watching Law and Order. That is the most spineless show on television. It'll like it'll toy with some idea, like it's tossing a ball back and forth. One character will say, "Well, maybe they're right," and the other character will say, "Well, maybe they're wrong." And then at the very end of the episode, it turns out it was just some petty personal motive from a completely unrelated character, so they don't have to actually decide anything or come down on an issue. Dun dun.
Yeah.
That's the rating I avoid. Just utterly spineless. Like, pick a lane, people. Don't try to drive in the middle of the road.
Oh, that's so well said.
I would argue.
Yes.
Hold on. Law and Order. I'm just gonna Google just to make sure that, because I haven't listened. Okay, so it's on its 25th season right now.
Yeah, it's pure propaganda, but yeah.
I don't think that they could have done that many seasons if they were picking.
It's safe, it's successful. It's very amusing to me that every plot follows the same pattern, which is like, oh, we're going to take some hot current issue and we're going to have one character say, I believe in this thing, and the other character say, I think this is wrong. And then the episode, it was just, oh yeah, I just killed him because he was sleeping with my wife. The end. It's like
Frequency Ash
being able to get out.
Frequency Ash saying Elliot Stabler just saying the most insane shit as his partner goes, you know, he's got the point. So
Elliot on the Stabler, yeah. That, I don't know why I kept watching that show, but basically my point is that for me personally, I just write my perspective. I write my views, and damn the torpedoes. And like, I understand though, like a lot of people can't do that or they don't want to do that, and that's cool. I can only talk for myself, and for myself, I'm a safe political game developer, not a brand risk.
And you know what? You're doing a great job at it. So props to you.
Thank you.
You built your very own soapbox on which you can stand tall and shout out what you want to say.
I would guess that you embrace the term because your community was using it a bunch in the review. But do you feel like you're making game that are like soapbox? Is it what you're intending to, or it's just part of it because you're making game and you putting your opinion into it, so it's making it that way?
Kind of both. It's like, there's part of me that's like, man, can I please just make a game that isn't just capitalism bad? Like, I actually have writer's block right now because I realized that my latest story was just kind of a rehash of things that I had done in previous stories. It's like, am I just repeating myself? Is there really a point to me doing this again? But at the same time, it's like, I can only write what I believe in my heart. So therefore, if it ends up being soapboxy, it ends up being soapboxy. The way I once put it is somebody said, like, you know, what about subtlety? And I was like, well, you know, when you want to throw a punch, the best place to throw it is right on the nose.
Yeah. There is place for being subtle, and there is place where it's good and where it's great. But I think that the niche you found is great, and you're handling it like perfectly, and that the fact that it's on the nose is on the nose in a great way, not in a, I don't know how to say it, but just that. You understood.
Reject subtext, embrace dom text.
Yeah, there you go. I would like to add, though, that on a side project, I know that you're having like writer's block right now, so it might be useful to you. Side project, just write a book with all of those quotes that you keep churning out since the beginning of this interview.
I'll buy it.
It's good. It's really good.
I did a side project recently. I wrote a tabletop role-playing game. It was like, I got interested in this category of TTRPGs called solo role-playing, where it's like, you don't have other players, you don't have a GM. What you do is you use the rules in the book, plus your own imagination, and just journal it out, using the rules to give the story some structure.
Okay.
So I wrote a TTRPG called The City Unseen, and I did that for a couple months. And that was kind of my like, this game project isn't working. I need to do something else and just get my mind off it. So I
Yeah.
wrote that. And that became a pretty good outlet. But now I'm kind of back at square one because I'm like, well, I've still got this game project and it's kind of tedious. So not sure yet. So I'm just waiting for it to cook in the back of my mind, I guess.
It's a really cool.
I guess I mean, it's like I come from like a background of journalism, so writer's block has been something that like I really had to like, deal with. Some pretty subpar text came out of those sessions because there was a deadline and
Yeah, you don't want
lack
to
of
force
sleep.
it.
Yeah,
And the other
I
major
didn't have.
problem,
Yeah.
the other major problem I've been facing is, like I mentioned, I retired due to disability, right? Yeah, that disability has been getting worse and worse over the last year. And like in January, I started developing arthritis in my right elbow. And that was pretty brutal. I was like, well, how am I supposed to write games when I'm having so much trouble just like lifting my arm? It's
Yeah.
really bad. And there wasn't any therapy possible. There wasn't the only thing that possibly be like surgery for replacement, but I've tried knee replacement surgery and it went bad. So I'm not doing that. And I was like, well, what do I do? You know, I have writer's block and my disability is flaring. Sucks. I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah.
Now, in recent weeks, it's been getting a little better. Like I've been able to adjust my lifestyle, conserve energy, limit my arm movement to when I only need it. So I think I'm about ready to get back on it. But as a disabled game developer, it's like I can't have consistent output because something can pop and go wrong at any given point. So that sucked, but I mean that is just the reality of the situation. I just gotta adapt and move around it.
Have you always been disabled, or is it something that like
Yeah.
came? Okay.
I have diastrophic dwarfism, which is an orthopedic condition. I'm like 3'2" and have a lot of joint problems. And it's always been like that since birth. So corrective surgery after corrective surgery when I was younger, and then as I get older, things start breaking down way faster than they would for most folks. Like I'm 50, but I kind of have the body of a 70-year-old here.
Wow.
So it sucks, but I mean, like the story of disability is adaptation.
Yeah.
It's accepting what you cannot change and then finding ways to adapt around it so you can still do, if not everything you used to do in the same way, at least do something that you enjoy. So I'm adapting right now to be able to write again, and I think I'm kind of there. Like I've found some good patterns and rhythms that I can follow in order to get back into writing. So then it's just back to the writer's block.
Please not together.
As simple as that.
It's already complicated. Let's not bring that on top of it.
All right. Speaking of disability, I got to step away for 5
Perfect.
minutes. So
No problem.
Show off cats or take
Right.
Cats?
I'll be right back.
Where are the cats? I've got no cats. But I've got a dog, if anyone wants to see a dog. Where are we next? It's time to bring back my brain. Where are we at? What are we missing? We usually have like order of thing, question.
Usually we're way more structured.
We say that, but we're still confused. Like,
I mean, but there's like structure in the confusion. But like I managed one segue that could be actually called that.
I went to political at least 3 times.
Yeah. I think that's what's throwing us off. I'm, and it's kind of funny to be able to like comment live while we're doing it. It's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, no, I mean the January 20th thing. I was like,
What?
what?
Yes.
I was like, it's the 4th November. That dude got. Oh no, okay, that's sworn in.
What are the question? Hey, I'm sorry, we're gonna brainstorm together, people in the chat.
Yeah, please.
What's the
If
next
anyone
step?
has any question that
What's our
you
next
want us
step?
to ask.
Because we have your question that is gonna be further down the line, which I'm interested where we're gonna go with that. But I would like books. Can you throw in some books into that, please? I would like books.
Okay, but I can't relate
I know you
I'm
can't
not
relate.
sure.
I'm probably not gonna know them, but I would be interested to know what I
Yeah.
need to read
Yeah,
next.
novel. Yeah, that makes sense.
We went through that. That's yeah. I was so focused on everything that I've learned that I forget everything that we did in the past. How do we do DevTalk?
That's usually we don't have the time to wonder about it. We just do it.
Yeah, I know, but like
Don't what's the Yoda thing? Don't try, do, or something like that.
you're
Don't
bad.
think.
You're
Do.
no.
Oh,
Do or do not. There is no try.
well, there we go. So.
You're such a
Think-
bad Yoda.
No, I mean, dev talk or don't dev talk, there is no think about it.
Okay.
But at this point, it's been 2 hours.
Yes, it is.
We can start with the.
We can go
the
for
big-
it? We
Yeah,
can
the
go
big
for the big
question.
question. Cool.
And
Go from there? Okay, perfect. Thank you for
'cause
planning with us,
I would-
people.
you know what?
Yeah?
If
No,
we
I
get,
don't.
Like,
They said yes. No, I don't. What?
if we get another chance, I would like to have him back, but without the without the game as a narrative standpoint. So I would like to have a.
I
like
want
a
to know
free
who did the
conversation.
art. I want to know who did the art.
Yeah, cool.
You
Okay, so
you
art,
haven't seen
actors.
it. You haven't seen it, but like the transition, the way like scene characters stay and the behind come, it's really cool. Like the art direction is really cool.
Okay, cool.
I
So
like
we
it
want
a
to know
lot,
that.
and I want
So that-
I want to know
I wa-
who's the voice of Kat because I
Yeah,
like her
okay,
voice.
cool. So voice acting, art, music.
Yeah, music.
Okay, cool.
It's your
so
side.
all of those, and then my question. I'm gonna go fetch a coffee
Cool.
now.
Coffee up.
'Cause-
There's an ad.
Yeah.
I think at some point. Is it now? I don't know. I don't know anything.
It's finishing up in
It's-
30 seconds.
Then I'm gonna wee. It's my dancing moment. I do recommend playing. Yes, I do want to. I want to understand the whole lore behind it. It was my first. Yeah, as I was saying at the beginning, I did not reach out to Flower because of Laugh Track because it was not out when I've reached out. But I haven't played because I did not plan on like knowing the game before talking to people, and then I wanted to go in. But after playing Laugh Track, I'm like, definitely, I want more of it. I want to know what's the old lore and all of those other characters. And if you're saying that you fall in love with this genre because of it, definitely. I want to play all of them. It's such a cool concept. But I want.
I've returned.
Hi. we have planned all the questions that we were forgetting that we were having, so we had the time to
Yeah.
unconfuse ourselves. So
Stefan, we're gonna give you credit for a couple of things.
Yes.
One of which is the fact that we're usually just as confused as we are right now, but like there's like a structure into
Yes.
it. And I've been counting the number of segues that I did that were actually segues, and I only managed one.
you're
which
too
is-
interesting. Too interesting.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, I'm a chaos goblin. I infect. I get it.
That's exactly what I meant. Because now I forgot the other thing that I was about to say.
It's okay. I can go on with my transition question. Who did the visual on Laugh Track? Because I was really obsessed with the way you're handling transition between
Yeah.
scene and like just changing the back and the character and they go away and all of it. It's so well done. Who did
So
that?
the character artwork for 3 of my games are all done by the same artist, Sam Crowbar Henry. They did the character art for Penny Larceny, they did the character artwork for The Shadow over Cyberspace, and they did the character artwork for Laugh Track. And those are 3 very different styles.
Yes.
For Laugh Track, basically I said, I want to do a cartoon. I want to do something stylized. And Crowbar said, how about like we make it like Total Drama Island or Clone High? That sort of basic shapes, exaggerated forms, this like classic, I want to say MVA, but I'm pretty sure I have the wrong style there. The old animation company that did like the Droopy Dog cartoons and a bunch of industrial animations back in the 60s. And so we ran with that, and it was this unique style that was totally unlike anything we'd done in the previous VNs. Sam did the backgrounds and the character art for this particular game. Did an amazing job with all of it.
So pretty, so cool, so nice to look at.
It was up to me to program in the animations, the transitions. I used a inspirational video on YouTube I found, which is like how to use simple character art to do complex emotional reactions by treating them like they're stick figures. You like move them in and out of the scene, you pump it around. I made a whole bunch of different motions, transitions, scene wipes, this whole catalog of like movement for characters that I could draw on at any time while I'm actually making the game. Like the very first thing I did was a cinematic engine for moving characters around, for placing the text bubbles, because Ren'Py does not have innate text. It has innate text bubble support, but it's kind of not what I needed. So I had to code an entire system from scratch for that. And as a result, we got this very unique, very cartoony presentation, which the user interface and the artwork and the background and the characters and the animations all meshed together the way I was hoping for. It really came on very well.
The transition, for real, the transition. I like the fact that it's simpler in the back, so there's more detail in the front with the character. But the way you're handling the moving around, it's so polished. It's really cool. You really did a great job, because it's not something that I noticed usually. I focus on like just the artwork and the visual of it, but I was really loving how it was moving and how it was bringing me a new scene, and like just like you have like the recycle bin like just going poof when you're going to do it's cool.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
The little 3D tilt, that was actually pretty difficult at working. A lot of visual novels, the classic visual novels especially, like we're talking like the PC 98 era from Japan, it was typically just background slate, character art staring directly at the camera, where it's assumed that the player is doing like first person perspective. It's very static. There's no animation, there's no back and forth. So starting with Arcade Spirits New Challengers, I thought, well, how about if we have all the characters stand kind of 3/4 angle? And then you can do them like the cutscenes in the old point-and-click adventure games from LucasArts, like Secret of Monkey Island, for example. And that'll let you do some more cinematic movement of characters, entering scenes, exiting scenes, walking up to each other. And this was like the farthest I've ever taken that, where we have like actual stage directions programmed into the game. Like, move this character to this spot on the stage, have this character enter with this animation, have this character exit with this, do this kind of transition between scenes. It was a pretty complex system in the end.
I truly think, although he's like a big movie fan, I truly think that you will be amazed by like how everything moves, how you, even if there's not necessarily like a whole bunch of emotion, characters don't move, they're animated, but the way you zoom in when there's something, and if it's going deeper, she's alone, and there's like it's darker in the back, and all of it is really cool. It felt really like someone took the time to think each of those scenes individually to make them pop the right way. It's really cool. And for instance,
I had a lot in mind for the cinematography of it, for the motion of the camera, for doing zoom-ins.
It shows. Yeah. It shows. It's really cool. There's Fragrancy Ash saying, I'm laughing at the Total Drama Island and 16 reference, the most Canadian cartoon option.
Yeah, the artist Crowbar is actually Canadian, so.
I have absolutely no knowledge of that. I've never watched like cartoons, Canadian or otherwise. So.
Yeah. Crowbar also acted as like my official Canadian heritage contact in order to make sure that Remy's character was ringing true.
I was really excited the first time I saw. I was like, "There's a Canadian flag! It's a Canadian!"
So he's the guy with the Canadian flag. Yeah. Just so that
they are.
Yep. Remy is painfully Canadian. Like I try to make it like very, very stereotypical, and Crowbar actually helped me like dig up some references that I didn't know in order to make sure that Remy was like 4,000% Canadian.
Yes, they are. Definitely are. Like it a lot.
Well, you know.
I had a question also about the voice of Cat, because I've heard her voice today, and I was like, ooh, that's a nice voice.
Yep.
Jelly Crow. Oh,
Cat,
thank
Cat
you.
is streamer. A lot of the folks who are doing the voices in the game are streamers because, like I mentioned, I might have mentioned this before the show. I don't know. It's a streamer has audio equipment. You know they can voice act because you literally saw them voice act your game. It's a great option. And in this case, I wanted to work with Jelly for a long time. I did a little bit with Jelly for The Shadow over Cyberspace, some artwork and some voice acting. And I was like, I'm trying to cast representatively. Jelly fits perfectly for Cat. And I know Jelly can do a voice that fits Cat. So I was like, this is the perfect match. Jelly, do you want to do this? And
Loved her
like, yeah.
voice. Loved her voice. As soon as I heard it, and I was like, ooh, yes. That's her voice. It works so well.
Yep.
I'm gonna go on the technical side of it, but how hard, or was it hard to like have a content creator doing a voice? Like, were you like voice directing her, or like, how did you manage the whole thing?
In an ideal world, I would be directing. I was sitting in on the actual directing sessions for the Arcade Spirits games. We had an amazing director, Jacob Burgess. He's recently exited the game industry, but he helped us considerably for casting and for directing for both those games. Just stellar stuff. For this, it was a lot more fly-by-night. It was a lot more casual. I basically emailed the script to the streamer. I said, here are the emotional notes that you kind of need to hit for each of these scenes. And if I need any retakes, I'll tell you. And then they just emailed me back the WAV files, which were of varying quality, and I had to do a lot of work to tune up. It was chaotic, but we got there.
I feel you.
Yeah, we understand that part.
Or actually, she feels you.
Yeah.
I was just on the sideline at that point.
Looked like her
cleaning
parts.
up audio is horrifying. I do not enjoy doing it, and I know we didn't do a great job for some of these folks, but did what we could with what we had.
We definitely get that. It's uneven on our side too. It's really uneven.
I would have guessed that, like, using content creator that like streamers, they already have like all of the audio side.
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Just
Yeah,
like the
unfortunately,
way we talk here is not the same thing as making sure that we have like a clear, clean audio that can be pushed down and up and not hear anything in the background. And it's not the same. You're not looking for the same quality when you're having a streamer versus.
Yeah, it's a good base building block to work from. You know that they have gear. You know that they can record. You know that they're familiar formats.
And they are not uncomfortable with doing it.
Yeah, you know they're comfortable because you've seen them literally do it. So it's a good starting point, but there is still a lot of technical aspects that a streamer may not have that a professional voice actor would. Like for the Arcade Spirits takes, we often had folks working out of their own home recording studios. And it was also a mixed bag there. There was also a lot of audio processing to do. That's just the reality of it.
If you don't have a studio, you cannot have like something clean that is equal for everyone. So yeah,
It makes me think about when we had Elias to fix this on, and like since I'm like really fangirling on his talents, and he played in Star Trek and everything, so the whole thing. And I asked him, or was I too shy and you did? I don't remember.
You did it.
But like, oh, did I? Jeez. Courageous. So I asked him to record, if he wanted, the intro for the clips that we put on the socials, which is like today on DevTalk. It's like really, really simple. But like the difference between him talking to us during the stream and the quality of the audio file that he sent is mind-blowing. We were like, oh, Jesus.
I mean, indies make do with what they've got. Especially me. Like, I don't do really big budget games anymore. Not that I ever really did. But you kind of got to mishmash, make do, use Creative Commons, use stock assets, do what you can with what you got. So that's what I do. Like I do all the user interface work. I do it using a mixture of my own limited Photoshop skills, Creative Commons, purchased assets, things like that.
Well, and you do put some great lines in the text bubble
Yeah.
too.
Yes,
The
indeed.
writing is my strong point. The programming is second. Everything else is a distant third. But I can do.
I'm
a lot.
adding transition on your strong point. I'm adding it.
Yeah.
You need to see it, Anto. You need to.
Yeah, but I mean, it's free. I'm not a visual novel
Oh,
guy.
did we
to
talk
be
about
honest.
it? He did a free game. You can just download it and play it and then leave a review.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We
send the
did
link.
Also talk about
just in case.
money and time being two currency that video game developers.
You'll find folks who I have the money to buy a game, but I don't have time to play one, or I have money and time to play a game, I don't know your game exists. It's like the currencies.
Yeah. The awareness of it all, and we are so aware of that. That's
is not
basically
something
why.
I've ever cracked.
Well, so professionally, I come from a journalist background, and then I worked my way up to community manager slash what my last contract called me, senior social media specialist, which I felt was, my God, royalty in like the social media bubble. Because to be honest, since I started working in that field up to now, I'm trying to put out content that I think people will find interesting. That's the basic of it. I mean, there's math between like algorithms and different platforms and stuff like that, but sometimes like the TikTok algo, I would like to understand how that thing works.
I'm too old for TikTok. If anyone is too old here, I'm too old for TikTok.
I'm too old for TikTok. I don't like fighting algorithms. I'm not good at fighting algorithms, and kind of one of the reasons why I've gone free is just because I don't want to fight algorithms anymore. Games. But I do acknowledge like marketing is incredibly important. It's not something I'm even slightly good at. But the last time I tried to pay somebody who was good at marketing, they basically lit $12,000 on fire.
Yeah,
So,
no. Wait, that's a dangerous thing. And I should not say that, and I should say that at the same time. There is people that are good at it when you have enough money and you have a project that is convincing enough for them. But most of the time, you should not go for PR because they have so many games. You won't like gain like contact out of it. You won't be able to answer your community. You won't be able to bring your community around you. You're just letting them show it to their community. So if they have the right one, fine. If they don't, then you're lost.
Yeah.
So
like the marketing for Arcade Spirits was pretty good. P-Cube really did right by us, our publisher for that game. New Challengers, they did their best, but it didn't really work. Penny Larceny, though, I went with a third-party marketing firm, and they literally just burned my money. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that anymore. So it's like, I'll admit it's kind of given up that like I'm not marketing my stuff anymore. I'm just making my stuff and throwing it out there and hoping for the best. But that's where I'm at in my life. That's not a fight I can take on.
I do think that your non-marketing approach has some values, though. Often the path of least resistance is the best one. So.
But at the same time, I want to show Laugh Track to the world. So can I be your marketing team for that one?
I mean, honestly, anybody who plays these games likes it and tells someone is my marketing team.
Yeah, there you go.
Laugh Track and Shadow over Cyberspace are both free. Penny Larceny routinely goes on sale for $5. It's like price is less of an option now, but marketing is always the monster. That's the thing that we really can't swing. So it's kind of a double-headed thing. It's like I don't want people to annoy their friends about our games. It's like I always feel like I'm being overbearing. It's like, no, you don't have to run out and tell the world.
Yes, please.
I'm not expecting you to. I like it if you do, but I'm not demanding it. I don't want you to have to be a pest.
You're such a dev. It's cute. Yes. Yes, I'm going to run to my friend. Yeah. And yes, I'm going to force them to download them. And yes, I'm going to bother them on the review. Yes, I will do it. And it's going to be my pleasure because it's a cool game. And people should see it. Not because you're nice, because the game is cool. So yes,
Oh
I
dear,
would do it.
my video picture is locked up. Give me 1 second.
Is it the time for your big question?
All right, there we go. We're back.
Is it?
I want to know about the music though.
Oh, the music. True.
Before.
Okay.
So no big question.
Boring answer, unfortunately. The soundtrack for Penny Larceny was delightful, but it was also extremely expensive.
Yeah, it's so
So
good.
since then, I've taken alternative approaches. For The Shadow over Cyberspace, I used Creative Commons. I used MIDI files piped through an emulator of an authentic 1990s video audio card, a Sound Blaster Pro. I wanted to get the feeling of a 90s game because it's a game that takes place in the year 2K. It's a Y2K game. So for that one, the soundtrack was effectively free because it was all Creative Commons.
Yeah.
For Laugh Track, I went with stock music assets because I wanted sitcom music. I wanted that kind of process feel. So I went with stock assets. That almost worked. I did have a couple people say, hey, my video got copyright claimed. And I was like, dang it.
Oh,
And I talked to the stock asset company. I was like, hey, why are we getting claims on this? I purchased these songs. They said, just contest the claim. It'll go through. And fortunately, it did. It's like we didn't have to fight that. It was just like YouTube is just hyperactive when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Twitch doesn't care, but YouTube does. So it's really just like indie dev. You use the resources you can get your hands on, whether it's Creative Commons or stock. I'd love to work with a composer again, but like the budget just isn't there.
Oh, so you have soundtrack on Spotify, from what I'm understanding from Justana.
Yeah, the soundtracks for both the Arcade Spirits games are on Spotify. We own those soundtracks outright. We paid the composer for that. We got them at a very low rate because it was somebody who doesn't really do a lot of music.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, I'll contribute to this thing. It won't cost too much. I don't know. I think Penny is on Spotify. Yeah. From
what I'm understanding,
that's done
yes.
through the musician himself. He set that up for him. It's like, you can have all the royalties on the soundtrack. I don't care. You did this music. You deserve it. Cyberspace is not on Spotify because it's all Creative Commons. That wouldn't be ethical. Yeah. And the stock music obviously isn't because it's stock music.
Indeed. It's something difficult because when we were working on Spiral, there was so many people reaching out to make the music for the game. And we already had someone.
Yeah.
But there is so many people, and I feel so bad because there is so many of them. And if they all need to reach out, it's because they're not able to find studio able to pay them or able to like give the opportunity to someone to make games and like make music for games. And it's so sad because there's so many talented people and we're just a bunch of like poor dev and we're not like having the opportunity to give them the money. But yeah, there is so many talented people and we're just all unable to give them a chance. So
I get the exact same emails several times a week. I'll get an email from someone saying, hey, I'm a music creator, or I'm an artist, or I'm a translator. Do you need me? And I keep having to tell them, I'm a one-person development company. I can't, I don't need the service right now. And even if I did, I can't afford it. Sorry. There's just a lot of, just throwing emails out to every single game developer they can find an email address for. And, I feel bad for them, but, I can't.
Yeah.
No. There's probably something to do about that whole. Like, if we look at what the game industry looks like right now,
it's a hellscape.
Is a need for some like community-driven kind of like initiative to keep those brilliant minds working on something, because that's the issue, right? From my a bit less old standpoint than yours, Stefan. I've seen games growing up until like a certain point where like shareholders started being more important than the actual game that the companies were churning out.
Yeah, the industry is not in a good place right now. It's bad. It's like I'm on the fringes. I'm the weird indie outsider, but at the same time, I follow the news. I follow the industry very carefully, and it is not in a good situation. There are people who are just saying, like, I can't get job stability here. I'm just shuffled from company to company, project to project. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. So there's a drain. They can't all go make indies. They're already drowning in indies.
Yeah. That's the issue right now, where you've got just like last week, a company from Montreal, was it IDOS? I don't remember.
IDOS got hit with layoffs recently.
Epic's too. Epic's went for it too.
Yeah.
Epic dropped 20% of their staff. Freaking Epic dropped 20% of their staff. We are not in a healthy situation. This is 1983 video game crash territory.
There you go. That Thank you, Stefan. That was exactly where I was going.
I hate to doom you, but that is the fact of the matter, is that the industry is shedding people in favor of quick profit turnarounds that don't even work. And it's not like there's enough room for them all to go start new projects. They're having a massive awareness gap and discoverability gap because the zone is flooded with small projects. And I don't know a solution. If I knew a solution, I wouldn't be sitting here in my basement cranking out these silly little games. I'd be rolling in cash solving the problem.
Don't we all?
Yeah, but I keep coming back to that, right? So we're like a small indie studio. We talk to small indie studios. Some like very successful, like was it last week? No, last week was Dave.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave is a very successful point and click.
Dev behind the Drifter.
Game.
Oh yeah. I saw the interview the Drifter dev recently. I want to go back and rewatch that one.
And purely indie vibes, as in we just decided to quit our job. We had money on the side. We decided to do that, self-publish and everything. So that's nice. But for every one of the 120 people that were laid off from IDOS right now, that were living in a, I would guess, high cost living area, where they need to have that money income, like not in 2 weeks.
No.
Right now, they can't really go without a week without pay, right?
In a lot of ways, I kind of feel bad about releasing games for free. It's like I'm in a position where I can. A lot of these developers are not. Mm-hmm. I'm in a position where I'm stable enough, even with all the things that are on me right now, that I can do these free releases. But I recognize that a lot of these devs are not. They're in a make or break, I need to get my indie going or I am not eating situation. I'm like, here am I releasing games for free. Do I have any right to do that when these folks are desperate out here?
I don't think you should feel bad. I don't think people that are downloading free games would have paid for another game if your game was not there. It's the same way as people being mad at like people that pirates game. It's if your game is getting pirated, it's a good game. That's it. It's like people want to play it, but they don't have the money, or they would not have paid for it anyway. So I don't have anything against it. I'm not gonna like say that people should, because they should encourage the people that are working on game. But it's just it doesn't like there's no link between those two. If someone download Laugh Track, you're not like cock blocking someone from buying a game from someone else. I don't think there's a link between those two.
I was a kid in the 80s. I knew what the microcomputers were like. Do you think, like, even 20% of the discs in that giant beige floppy disk holder were anything but handwritten labels copied from a friend?
Yeah.
Piracy is a service problem. Piracy is not a crime problem.
Yeah.
Piracy is people who want this thing, who want to enjoy this culture, but don't have the means.
Yes.
And they don't have the convenience, they don't have the means. So,
And it's not necessarily about the money. Like, the gaming world with, like, Steam and everything, the convenience is there, right? But, like you said, back in the 90s, 80s, I added that was, like, completely against piracy, so like, I could not bring a pirated game into... I remember I had to... Oh my god, that's a nice memory. I had to borrow a PlayStation 1 from one of my friends to replace mine that was going to get chipped at the same time, just for my dad not to know about it. Because I was like, I want to have all of those games. They are all good. Blockbuster is way too costly. I can't rent them all the time. I can't definitely not buy them. I'm like a teen, so I have like zero income. But yeah, and like on the video, like the movie side of it, Netflix came in. As soon as Netflix was like convenient enough, not too costly, well, piracy went down, and now it's back up because everyone wants a piece of our.
I was about to say, the high seas are rolling again because
Oh.
the convenience and the service problem that were solved by Netflix originally have been unsolved, and quite deliberately
There
so.
we go. Yeah.
And video games are kind of the same way. It's like the discontinuation of titles on storefronts, abandonware, availability problems. This is all perfectly understandable why piracy is on the rise again, and I get it. I was a kid in the 80s. I had the copy of floppy disk for the Apple II. It's understandable. It stinks, but it's understandable. And you add that on top of the fact that the industry is shedding people from stable positions into an unstable life. It's not in a good place, and I hate to doomsay, but that is the truth.
Yeah. No, there's like
I just want to take a second to say hi, Kenny. Hi, friends of Kenny.
Hi,
Thank you so much. Welcome in.
Welcome to the depressing part.
If you have to rate and go and like hydrate and take care of yourself, thank you so much for bringing your friend with us. We're talking with Stefan Gagne today, the maker of Laugh Track, which is a free game if you want to try it out, and it's a really cool game. You can continue.
Laugh Track, Shadow over Cyberspace, Penny Arcade,
Yes.
Penny Larceny, Arcade Spirits. I've done a lot of crap.
Click on the beautiful link to go straight to the developer, and there's a plenty of games.
So I have 1.5 hour left. So if
Yes.
there's anything you have been desperately
All
going to
right.
ask,
I'm all out of question except
The question.
the question.
okay, ask me the question.
Kenny is here like irritated at this time because
Yeah.
he knew that it was coming.
I'm sorry for everyone that is gonna go through that. Just take something to
Hit me with
drink.
discourse.
He said half an hour, right?
Yes, yes.
But I
So
thi- I
you
think I
can
should-
you can take
Maybe you
20
won't
for
have
them.
the time to answer because, you know.
I'm gonna nap while you do that.
Fuck me up with that discourse, fam.
My dear Stefan,
Yes.
you are. I'm sorry. I went straight into the question. I have to like have a séance before that.
Yeah, you have to ask me a dramatic tension, yes.
Yeah, there we go. That's like yeah. He knows. 'Cause
It was
he
too
writes
quick.
That kind of stuff. Right? So. Usually we ask questions like right before we go live, like we said earlier. We ask if there's any subject that we won't touch or any. You said that it was all fine, and you might come to regret that statement because I am going to take you back to every time. Everywhere at the same time. All right?
Okay.
I think that's the title of a movie or something. I don't know. But whatever.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. That's exactly what you're the writer. I'm just like, the guy on the...
Keep going, keep going.
Oh, you're gonna need to say keep going a while.
So, you are that many years old. And
Certainly am.
yes, and I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for me too, because we've got Anyway, let's whatever. That's too depressing. So you're that many years young. There we go. That's good.
That's worse.
No, it's good. He's a young lad, and throughout your life, you've had a lot of experience, right? We've talked about a bunch.
Arguably,
yeah. You've had some cool one. You've had some not cool one. There's like January training, yes, that happened during those that
I'm
life.
sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm
Something
really
else.
sorry.
All of that, like shit happens, right? So, what I want you to do, Stefan, and listen to me because it's very important. Because if you
I am
don't do
listening.
it,
Listening.
it won't work. Okay? Like, primordial. I don't know how to say this.
Nelson is gonna cut you out.
Well, yeah. That's part. Yeah, he's good. Anyway, my editor that like edits those things, like he's.
Last
like,
time he just decided that it took too long, so he just skipped it.
Okay, stay focused. Stay focused. You can do this.
That's
You can do
true.
this.
That's true. Focus. Thank you for keeping us on track.
It's part of it. It's part of it. Okay, so you are going to take all of those experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly. That's another movie reference. And you are going to put it inside a box, one box. Okay? The size depending on whichever. It's a metaphor, so you don't have to reach out for a box right now. You just like do it in your mind.
We would not know anyway.
I know, but I just want to be, yeah, you know. So, so you put all of those experiences inside that box, okay? And then you put the top on that box. Okay, cool. And then you put a little bow on it, right?
Sure, why not?
Cool. What color is that bow?
Purple.
Purple.
Good choice.
That's a good choice.
Good choice.
So you now have a box containing all of your life experiences and all of your tastes and all your likes and dislikes and everything that I cannot say in English because I'm French Canadian. And you are going to take that box inside your not literal hands, and you are going to put it aside.
Okay.
Like left, right.
I'm not sure. He's gonna put it left. I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
But I'm not sure why we put that box away. Every time you go for it, I don't understand why we put it away.
I might change that part at some point. It's
Okay, perfect.
my creative vision.
Go
Please.
ahead. I'm
Please.
sorry. I'm
Continue.
Jesus, she's always. Yeah, there you go. Mute yourself, lady. Ah. I should say, mute yourself, boss. And I'm sorry, boss. I didn't want to. Anyway. I'm going to save my job after that.
At
So,
risk of ruining the dramatic tension, I need to step away for 5 minutes.
okay.
But I will continue the
Perfect.
picture of the box.
That is perfect.
Honestly, I will have my headphones on if you want to continue giving
perfect.
me
That's totally fine.
It's
totally
perfect.
I will be right back.
Good. You've been cut off. I like that. He said
last week-
way too long. Getting the fuck out.
And last week, Dave said, can you repeat that question? So, you know, people are getting good. I'm getting good repartie. That's
Yes. Yes. Oh, hi.
uh,
I'm sorry. There's a dog moment. She wants a bit of attention. Yes.
So let's use that time. I don't know, Kenny, if you're still in front of your screen, but how was your stream?
Yes. What did
Kenny?
you do?
Did you have fun? He played Sea of Stars.
Oh, nice. Sabotage friends.
yes.
That's cool. Do you know that Sea of Star has I think they have a Quebec version.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I think it's really cool. They have a
It's
French
cool.
version, but they
I-
have the
I've
French
seen
Canadian
it.
version.
Yeah, I've seen the French Canadian, the Quebecois version.
Yeah.
I honestly don't like it.
You don't.
It's,
It's too
I mean,
French.
I mean, the art style is beautiful, right?
Yeah. Or
It's like good music and everything, and then you've got people talking like they were
Bûcheron.
working in construction. So it doesn't
Or
work.
French is not polished enough for fancy game.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a bias or something. I don't know.
It needs to be British. No, I agree. There's thing where I'm like, and to be fair, for French, people from France, our accent is always a bit too round, like potato kind of in the mouth. So I understand, but not everyone sound as joie, I'd say,
Yeah.
slang-ish.
Yeah.
So when I hear French that is to France and French that is to Quebec. It's just I'm not able to go in. I need like I'm gonna go English if it's one of those because I'm like I can't.
There's a middle point somewhere where people could speak Québécois without sounding like coming out from the
You've listened to a bit of Spiral in French. Did you like? Because I worked hard trying to make them like not speak too joual, but not speak too like French, international French.
Again, we used like a bunch of like Québécois voice actor, like TV voice actor. Yeah. So they
have a French, international French that is there. That is but I think that a bunch of them were able to find that balance between to Quebec and to international French, and to find something with emotion but not too round. So it's difficult to find the right kind of French. Oh. Hi! Oh, thank you. That's a good idea. Thank you so much.
Third cup of coffee of the stream is done. I need to ask that question. I am just about to fall asleep.
Oui, fromage. We need to... I was so into it when we were talking with Stefan. I was always going for French. I was going for the T, the genre, and all of those.
Yeah, I heard that. That's kind of...
I don't do that usually.
Rare that you go for the onomatopoeia.
Sometimes I go French for some word, but my onomatopoeia are like just I don't have the time to think. I don't know why, but I'm slowed, and it's bothering me. I don't know why.
I've like we were deep into the conversation, and I was like, "Oh, my computer is bugging out." And then I looked at the screen, me. And you're still.
It's
lagging.
Just me.
How many years has it been since you've just restarted your computer?
It's been a while. I'm just gonna try to close my camera and bring it. Just the camera. No, we're keeping me like in Tai Chi mode.
It's kind of fun.
Hi, you. Because I don't get it. Because everything's working fine. You're moving correctly. It's just me.
If Taki or Zetsi was there, you would have been clipped right now.
So I'm onomatopoeia in French today. So sorry for everyone that were confused by my T and my genre. It's kind of like the adding. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so there's this box.
Yes, and it's on the side, on the left.
You need me to describe the box, because I do have the description.
Oh, well, please do. Please do. Okay, describe to me the box in which you put all of your life in.
It's the same shape as the re-release of Prince of Persia by Jordan Mechner, which means it's this weird bow tie shape with an angular division between the two triangles, and no retailer likes it because it doesn't fit correctly on the shelf alongside all the other PC games.
Oh, I like it. It's so specific. Oh, you found your match.
I like it.
Now, continue.
Okay.
While I move in slow motion.
Okay. So, take that weirdly shaped box and put it on the
left.
On the left.
Thank you.
Where
on the left. Understood.
It's your choice.
Yes.
Right? The side.
Yeah, but I decided that he was lefty.
Yeah, I know. What I would like to say though is that you should not be choosing for our guest.
I'm so sorry. I'm going back. You can put it the way you want. I'm gonna mute myself.
I will put it on the left, and you will not know whether that's because you wanted it on the left or because I chose it randomly.
And then you're gonna have to, like, sleep with that uncertainty for the rest of your life. Okay,
it will haunt you forever.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the box is on the side. Yeah, so with all of that said, I want you to think deeply about the question that I will ask you right now. Okay. And please think about answering. Tell me.
Okay.
Top 3 books of all time.
Small Gods, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and Peter David's The Rift, which was a Star Trek licensed novel.
You.
Okay, I know 2 of them. And
I asked. I said I want books, and he was like, I'm not gonna be able to relate. I won't know any of them. And I was like, I know, but I want to know what I need to read now. But now you know.
Okay, which one was the Star Trek one though?
Drift.
Because
It's called The Rift. It was written by Peter David. It was just one of 452 million different licensed Star Trek novels.
yeah.
It's not great, but I remember it.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's set in. No, that's the Rift. That's not. Okay, I'm gonna find it after. Cool. I'm a big Star Trek fan, and
I got that impression.
yeah, and like Star Trek Enterprise when they cut off the fourth after the 4th season, I started like figuring that the 5th season was written. They just made books with it, and so now I read all of the books, and like that's pretty much all that I read. That and the Hitchhiker to the Galaxy, which was something I read when I was 18, I think, and still have great memory of it. So
I would
you
understand.
did not feel any pressure about how to choose. You are a peculiar.
Why would I feel pressure?
Yes.
Because everyone is like, oh, I don't know, it's too. I don't want to choose 3 or.
I mean, okay, the third one, that was just whatever popped into mind. It was that silly Star Trek book. But the first 2, absolutely. Small Gods, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Are those books that you would like reread like once a year or stuff like that?
I have a bad habit of not rereading things or rewatching things. I tend to just consume them once. I have certainly reread those books many times when I was younger, though.
Yeah. Ah, that's cool.
42.
Okay, cool. For me, for my 42. For my own curiosity, would you be able to do that same top 3 but for games now?
The Secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, it's back again! I need to play that game! Everyone is saying that!
The Secret of Monkey Island. Dig Dug. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Oh my! Mike Tyson, the NES version of Mike Tyson Punch? Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's actually not a sports game. It's actually more of a timing and puzzle game.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah.
It's too easy. Go for a movie.
Right.
It's too easy. Go for a movie now.
Okay, then. Top 3 movie of all time.
Shaun of the Dead, Fight Club, The Phantom Toll Booth.
You know what you like. I am impressed by that. I'm impressed. Thank you. And
That was...
No problem. Please don't use this in order to get into my various accounts.
What is the name of your mother? Your first pet, your first car, the street where you were born.
Last 4 digits of the social security number.
Thank you so much for spending time with us. It was really fun and really cool. I really enjoyed it.
I'm always happy to chat.
If you end your writer's block and you have another project that you want to come talk about, it will be a pleasure to have you back. And thank you so much for everything. So
I would like to add that we don't need you to have a new project.
Just come
to
chat.
Have you back. Just come back
chat.
and we'll talk about whatever. I don't care.
Honestly, that's fine. You can reach out to me whenever. I am
perfect.
so lonely.
Cool.
Thank
Awesome.
you so much. We're gonna end the stream right now.
Are we ending or are we rating?
Or we're rating. Are we?
I don't really like pushing everyone through a raid at this time of night, but our guest from 2 weeks ago is live right now. And
Oh! Do you want to send me the name so we can push there?
A_maple mystery.
Oh, that's not... I
No,
cannot...
okay, you want me to write it to you?
Yeah, please. Because I need to not make any mistake when I raid, so
Okay.
it's more
I'm gonna send
complicated.
you the link through not Discord because you can't.
You cannot send it in the chat. Send it in the chat.
Oh yeah, of course.
Go ahead. I'm just gonna copy
I
paste
was
the
about to write it in our own Twitch. That would have been weird.
Less a good idea. Less.
There we go.
So thank you. I'm gonna take that. She was our guest a couple of weeks ago, the first one of our season 2. She's amazing, brilliant.
Namata. She's doing point and click adventure. Well, actually, text parser game,
Yes.
which is like
Yep.
EGA text parser game. So she's like fighting with 16
Diamond.
colors. Yeah, there we go, Crimson Diamond. Yeah.
She's
Hell
brilliant.
yes.
She's
You're alone
brilliant.
classic style, love it.
So we're gonna rate and then we're gonna end the stream. So thank you everyone for being there and have an amazing rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in life. But
Thank you
thank
for
you
being
so
there.
much. And
Thank you, Stefan. Thank you.
yes. And
You are
bye-bye.
Bye.
Here we go.